try control them, attack mental. Them boy pagan. Who cares what I do with my life? We don't watch nobody. We just want to party. We don't watch nobody. We just want to party. We don't watch nobody.
One, two. Welcome to another show, another spotlight show on the Black Star DJs channel, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. Tonight we have one big man, but he's a small girl though. I like a team fan. Will be joining us very soon. Yes, he's coming to teach us the thing, you know, that thing from that day. I'm still trying to learn the thing. I don't get it.
Like a sea salt. Jealousy in the city, it a shitty. Me no see them and them beat it. And so play hard. We don't watch nobody. We just want to party. We don't watch nobody. We just want to party. Sweet pretty thing Regina, sexy Regina. Come in the full Regina, my sweet pretty thin Regina, sexy Regina. Come in the full Regina. The feeling is real, man. Something to reach, shorty, I'ma make you be my wife. You are the sweetest thing and the wickedest thing never happened to me in my life. The feeling is real, man. Something to reach, shorty, I'ma make you be my wife. You are the sweetest thing and the wickedest thing never happened to me in my life. I speak with you cause I know the womanizer. Make me stronger, my energizer. Can't eat without you, my appetizer. Make me perfect, my organizer. Love you, Regina, the feeling is right. There's something is right. Nicest girl you ever get in on me life. Check out the height. Body shape, finest, speed on is light. Can't take my eyes from the sight. Baby girl, wanna have you by my side. I'ma love you up tonight. Regina, my sweet pretty thin Regina, sexy Regina, come in the full Regina, my sweet pretty thin Regina, sexy Regina, come in the full Regina. People are you ready? My boy music gonna rock you steady.
I can't share that on Instagram, isn't it?
I got music gonna make you stay. I'm too fast up, I beg me to understand this. Expect me to know where we fuck. The one way tell me for Yankee. Who tell you say even you alone they love that fine thing? Regina, she puts she back down the spinal. Forget the rest, she have a final. Over New York, to have a final. God no just creating designer. From top to toe, suicidal. Killer, but you know that rival. She could be Michelle in the White House. She's cool and she know the rock. She know I love her so much. Then when she back it up, break it down, make the booty clap. She ain't gonna stop. I'm gonna fight. When she bubble to the baseline, all I do is watch her waistline. She found my right. When she starts to wiggle and whine, I'm proud.
Yes.
Background.
AKA the drum, you know, the red drum. Mr. Small Girl, AKA Extra Large. Also known as Sisubudin.
Chance to sleep.
We're going to give you more fire tonight, huh? More from the man like a man. Stay tuned.
Over 200 of your favorite top Ghanaian DJs across the world coming together to create the largest online Ghana music platform.
This
is how we do each and every time.
Star DJs
worldwide.
Black Star DJs worldwide.
And this guy's in America.
Black Star DJs. All your top Ghanaian DJs worldwide.
That's right, shut down the background.
Ghana songs for worldwide. Let's go.
Follow the Black Star DJs movement on Facebook and Instagram. Black Star DJs worldwide. Visit our website now to book top Ghanaian DJs for your next events. Anywhere in the world. At www.blackstardjs.com. Let's go, Ghana.
Yes. Welcome, everybody. I see people still tuning in on Facebook. Welcome, everybody, on this episode of the Spotlight Show, the Ghana music industry talk show hosted and produced by Black Star DJs worldwide. You all know today we have a big artist who has made Ghana proud worldwide. And so we're going to have some really nice conversations. But before that, just to show him how much we appreciate him, also because this is the largest network of top Ghanaian DJs, we have to give him a good taste of how we represent him as DJs. So we have none other than the man Eddie K to do a special set for the drums himself. So Eddie, if you're ready, let it roll. Black Star DJs.
Oh, yeah! Yo, people, this is a Tumpanda talking drum from Ghana. I'm chilling with my man, DJ Eddie K. DJ Eddie K.
Where you from, yeah? Where you from, yeah? Where you from, yeah? I wanna know. See the way your body banging, girl, you get it from your mother. All the girl them a pre you and them and them going gaga, yo. Your body causing traffic, and your bumper ever tighter like elastic. Where you from, yeah? Where you from, yeah? Where you from, yeah? I wanna know. Cause you bad like a soft landing girl, lit like a soft landing girl, sick like a soft landing girl. Yeah, whoa. Mad like a soft landing girl, sweet like a soft landing girl, painting like a soft landing girl. Yeah, whoa. I'm definitely hollering at you if you give me your number. Tell you what I promise on my own. Maybe we can be the best of friends forever. So baby, come my way, come to my home. Send you in the ends in a drop top Benz, waving your hands while you ride with your friends, yo. Never seen a girl like you, pretty lady, would you be my boo? Cause you bad like a soft landing girl, lit like a soft landing girl, sick like a soft landing girl. Yeah, whoa. Mad like a soft landing girl, sweet like a soft landing girl, painting like a soft landing girl. Yeah, whoa. Where you from, yeah? Where you from, yeah? Where you from, yeah? Money, I wanna know the people, yeah. I wanna live my life, not tell me how I wanna live the best life. Wanna live good, cause we don't live twice. I wanna have everything that's nice. I wanna live my life, not tell me how I wanna live the best life. Wanna live good, cause we don't live twice. I wanna have everything that's nice. Yeah, I was tryna stack a little money, Holy E-Life for my friends and my homies. Tryna get so shipping milk and honey, off in on vacation in a country that is sunny. Every freaking day is sweet, yummy. Man's belly full, man's right on the trolley. Tryna make bread by a house for my mommy. Cause truly mommy, I love you. It's my life, let me live my life. It's my life, I do what I want. The finest things are the things I want. Sugar and spice with the prettiest wine. It's my life, let me live my life. It's my life, I do what I want. The finest things these are the things I want. Sugar and spice with the prettiest wine. I wanna live my life, not anyhow, I wanna live the best life. Wanna live good, cause we don't live twice. I wanna have everything that's nice. I wanna live my life, not anyhow, I wanna live the best life. Wanna live good, cause we don't live twice. I wanna live cause we don't live good, cause we don't live twice. I wanna have everything that's nice.
Blackstar DJs.
I don't care if you don't like me. I don't care about your hypocrites. Away with you, the equality. I don't care about your politics.
Like we promised, we're rocking with man like a Timpan tonight.
Yeah.
Bringing some big things from the man himself. Now, after that play Southland nigga in North London, so we had to run for cover. Them North London girls were not having it. Well, now I'm safely away from them right now. But feels like a carnival Monday right now. Big cheers for my T-Pan.
Drums, young cup. Man don't wait for the holiday, oh. Man spend cause the money day, oh.
Big tune.
It's a holiday, oh. Man don't wait for the payday, oh. Man don't stop, don't go on a break, oh. From Monday till Sunday, oh. Pretty girl, come, let's go on a date, oh. Anything you the want, baby, I go pay, oh. I go so baby, buying like a holiday. Buying like you would on your wedding day. Put it down like today, it's your birthday. Like it's another carnival Monday. Pretty lady, buying like a holiday. Buying like you would on your wedding day. Put it down like today, it's your birthday. Like it's another carnival Monday. I don't wait till for Christmas, oh. Before I go yam my jollof rice, oh. I don't wait till for pay rice, oh. Before I go drink my alcohol, oh. I live each day like the end of day. Man don't do nothing if you don't play. It's your life, you can live it your way. Turn it up loud, come on Mr. DJ. Sexy lady, wine for me, wine for me. Pretty lady, wine for me, wine for me. Back it up, go down for me, down for me. Come on, sister, go down for me, down for me. Come on, sexy baby, wine for me, wine for me. Pretty lady, I say wine for me, wine for me. Back it up, go down for me, down for me. Come on, sister, go down for me, down for me. I go so baby, wine like a holiday, holiday. Wine like you would on your wedding day, wedding day. Down like today, it's your birthday. Like it's another young cup, man don't.
Blackstar DJs.
Drums, young cup, man don't.
Yes, I want it all when they sex and power. Another day, another pound, another dollar. I wanna live every day like a baller. Yes, I want the life and the yard and the motor. Yes, I want it all when they sex and power. Baby, sing with me. Ghana boy, money on my mind. Every day I am on my grind. When I dream, I see dollar signs. If you know be money, don't come alive. Ghana boy, money on my mind. Every day I am on my grind. When I dream, I see dollar signs. If you know be money, don't call. Give me the paper, eh. Give me the money, eh. I want the paper, eh. I want the money, eh. Give me the paper, eh. Give me the money, eh. I want the paper, eh. I want the money, eh. Let me tell you this. I make money like the Igbo man. I love money like the tax man. Money on my mind like a road man. You know like money, you wear West. We make money on road, make money online. Run a businessman, I don't do for one night. Work 9 to 5 and hustle on the side. Fighting legit when I'm doubling a crime. Give me the paper, eh. Give me the money, eh. I want the paper, eh. I want the money, eh. Give me the paper, eh. Give me the money, eh. I want the paper, eh. I want the money, eh. Another day, another pound, another dollar. I wanna live every day like a baller. I want the life and the yard and the motor. Yes, I want it all, money, sex and power. Another day, another pound, another dollar. I wanna live every day like a baller. Yes, I want the life and the yard and the motor. Yes, I want it all, money, sex and power. Baby, sing with me. Ghana boy, money on my mind. Every day I am on my grind. When I dream, I see dollar signs. If you know be money, don't come alive. Ghana boy, money on my mind. Every day I am on my grind. When I dream, I see dollar signs. So give me that, oh girl, let me back up. Cause that is all I need. Obi Towa, Donny
B.
Obi Pewa, Penny B.
Penny B.
That's right.
Obi Towa, Olibi, Obi Pewa, Penny. Girl, I dey love you not because of your bumper. Girl, I dey love you not because of your tongue. Girl, I dey like you for who you are. Not for your shape looking like guitar. Not for the sake of your shape guitar. Oh, hey. Girl, play 'em. Give me melody. Your melody of fabo, baby. Charlie, love will not be naira or dollar. Oga, you know the matter whether you be short or tall. Obi Towa, Olibi, Obi Pewa, Penny. Obi Towa, Olibi, Obi Pewa, Penny. All we need is one love, oh baby. For the world to be a better place, oh baby. All we need is one heart. You don't go feel say you don't love God, oh. If you know they love your brother, so me tell you this. If you love it, make you show it. You ever try to stop it, control it. Baby girl, make you roll it. It's a beautiful thing, so hold it. Somebody need ya, somebody want ya, somebody somewhere really care about ya. Baby, what you say? I truly me telling them. Obi Towa, Olibi, love is all we need.
Okay, yes.
Man like Eddie K. That was a good worker right there. My man, Eddie K.
Tonight,
Okay, I see you got one more. Okay.
Yes.
ready. More fire, fire, more fire, more fire, more fire, more fire. What do you think will happen if me and you go there for one corner? Sticky situation, temperature no go cool water. Body no be wood kerosene we go spark fire. You want it, I want it, no long thing. I can tell you this, more fire, 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 more fire. Ojo, oja, oja, ojo, oja, oja, ojo, oja, oja, ojo, oja, ojo.
Blackstar DJs worldwide.
Okay. All right. Our people say we got to go live, so we got to start the program.
Yeah.
But good set, Eddie. Wow. What a welcome. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, on Blackstar DJs, you know how we do it. We had to represent for the man himself, Drums. Mr. Drums, welcome to the Blackstar DJ Spotlight Show. How are you doing? How are you feeling? You're on mute right now.
Yes. Thank you so much. Can you hear me, guys?
Yes, I can hear you now.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yes, we can hear you. Yeah.
Did you see what your man Eddie K just did?
Yeah, man. I got goose pimples all over my body, man. That's sick. I feel like he is actually celebrating me. That's how I feel like,
There you go.
I'm grateful for you guys doing that, because most of the time we do not get celebrated while we're here, isn't it? So
exactly.
I'm happy that you gave me my flowers while I'm still here.
Hey, why you get
Thank you so much.
There you go. And that's why we call it the Spotlight Show. This show is all about putting the spotlight on you. So it's all about you this afternoon.
Yeah.
We definitely want people to, as you know, this is a large network of Ghanaian DJs. But over 300 of us across Europe, USA, Canada, and a lot of different parts of the world. And what we're trying to do is sort of control the music that is being played so that Ghana gets a lot of play, Ghana gets a lot of shine, and putting the spotlight on the Ghanaian artists. So this is what the show is about.
Yeah.
But But before I even go in, let me tell you something, man, Mr. Drop.
Yeah.
You know, I'm a DJ too. And so a friend of mine said when he knew we're going to be talking to you, he told me, he said, look, when you just tell him one thing for me. He said his wife that he's married to right now, he was playing a set at a wedding and he dropped your song, The Thing. This was, you know, back in the day, he dropped the song. Yeah. And the girl came from nowhere and said, look, because it was her favorite song, she came from nowhere and started a conversation and was like going crazy about this DJ. And before you, and guess, you know, how many years later they are married with a kid. So he said, look,
wow. Listen, if artists were being paid royalties on that, I would have been a millionaire by now, because not only have that song connected people, it has also contributed in making a lot of babies around the world.
Listen.
You know what I mean? So, yeah, man, that's you know what? Respect to him, man. Respect. I thank him for that.
At this rate, you might be responsible for the next generation.
Yeah, man. Thank you, man.
So, anyway, welcome, my brother. This is
thank you, big man.
I'm excited to be talking to you. So today we want people to get to know Atumpan, you know, and Mr. Drums beyond. By the way, should I call you Atumpan or should I call you Drum?
Yeah, call me Atumpan, Mr. Drums. Everything is all right.
Everything.
I hope you're going to ask me about it later on, but yeah, Atumpan. I'm still Atumpan, and I'm still the drum. Atumpan means the talking drums, isn't it? So yeah, it's the same thing basically. Yeah.
Absolutely. So you know, before we're going to talk about a lot of stuff, we're going to get into your story. We're going to get into how you got started. You know, the name change. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about, you know, your time in the UK and get your perspective on, you know, Ghana industry, you know, issues and many more topics. So so let's get into it. Before we even get started, let me say, you know, I know, you know, you grew up in the Volta region, right? In Ghana.
Okay, I am from the Volta region.
You're from, okay.
Yeah, I'm from a place called Avenopama. Yeah. That's in the Akachi district. But I grew up in Kumasi.
Got you. I see.
Yeah, I grew up in Kumasi. Yeah.
I see. You went to high school in Kumasi, right?
Yeah.
Okay. But there's also a part of your story that says you went to Winneba. You went to university in Winneba.
Yeah. Yes, I did.
I see. So you. Okay. Somebody needs to mute. This is not your spotlight. Okay. So you lived in different parts of Ghana before you moved to UK finally.
Yeah.
I see. What would you say? Which part of Ghana would you say? I know you probably say Kumasi, but which part of Ghana would you say most influenced and shaped you as a man, as an artist?
I think it's Kumasi. Yeah, because I lived all my life in Kumasi. Musically it's Kumasi. Musically it's Kumasi. Right from primary school, I was part of the school cultural, you know, group. We used to play. My school was very close to the Mensha Palace, isn't it? So we used to play, you know, the Adwa and the Kete and all that. That's me. I was always on the drums and stuff like that. That's how come when it got to choosing a name for my artistry, I chose Atumpan because it was an actual drum that I could play, and that's something I used to do when I was young as well. So yeah, musically, I think I was shaped by the sounds of Kumasi. Yes.
I see. Okay, wow. So now the name makes a lot of sense. Now that you say that you know your school was close to the palace.
Yeah.
Because we all know traditionally, you know, when you say talking drums, it's like you're commanding attention. Everything should stop because you have a message.
Yeah. That's the master drum.
Yeah.
You know, in all Akan ensembles, the talking drum is the highest of all the drums, isn't it? So you can play the pintima, you can play all the other sub drums, but the talking drum is the rhythm, is holds the rhythm, isn't it? And that's what makes the biggest decisions, you know, for dancers and singers and everything in the ensemble. So, and me being an artist and having a powerful voice and a powerful mind, I decided to choose a name that's a representative of my status. You know, yeah.
That's powerful.
Yeah.
So I know when we're talking about, talking drums in Ghana, it's like you have a message and you're delivering it in a powerful way. So I know you talked about in your music, you deliver different kinds of messages, but when you're coming up in your head, what message were you trying to make the world hear by naming yourself, a talking drum?
I mean, for me, I just wanted to bring attention to the culture of our people, isn't it? I don't know if I have been able to do that yet, or I'm yet to do that. But I mean, everything I've been doing is trying to direct attention to our cultures and trying to get people to know that. I mean, sonically, Ghana is up there.
Got you. Okay.
Yeah.
So I know, going through your background, I know that, I'm quite impressed with your educational background as well. I know that you have a master's degree, you have a degree in education, and I heard you are even a teacher at some point.
Yeah.
So how?
I'm still a teacher.
Oh, you're still a teacher? Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's what I'm talking about. You see.
Yeah.
So how do you think this powerful educational background has helped you or impacted you as an artist?
I mean, my educational background, I mean, the essence of education is for you to maneuver the world, isn't it? I mean, anyone that's educated would excel in most fields they find themselves, or they'll be able to translate that knowledge into whatever field they find themselves, isn't it? So, I mean, it's just a transfer of knowledge for me. I brought my knowledge into the music scene. When it comes to writing stuff, the songs itself, arrangement of songs, because I used to teach literature, isn't it? And literature is more, we used to teach poetry and stuff. So my songs are very poetic. That is why a lot of people think I'm controversial, but I am not. If you read deeply and if you take the lyrics of my songs and you appreciate it or you critique it, you would know that I am actually talking overtly, other than just on the surface level. So I have been able to bring that into diverse aspects of my life, not just music. I mean, those that know me will be able to tell you that I'm switched on in every aspect of my life, and that's what education does. And when I was in Ghana, that was what I was trying to preach. I was trying to let people know that you can become whatever you want to be and still have education. So if you want to be a footballer, you don't have to leave school to be a footballer. That's how a lot of people think that, I want to be an artist, so I don't need to go to school. No, you can go to school and still do the same thing. Right. And even make it kind of brightens and makes it even beautiful.
Right.
So that's what I've been trying to do all this year.
So do you think you could have still achieved the level of success you have had right now without education? Do you think you have done it without the education?
If I didn't have education, my bro, I'll be hungry, man. I'll be hungry, what I mean? Because the music industry is not stable, isn't it? Like I told you, I'm still teaching. I teach in England. That's what I do. If I wasn't a teacher and my music isn't moving, what would I do?
Right.
Do you understand? So
right.
I think it was the best decision I made to try and educate myself. Yeah.
I see. Got you. That's brilliant. So let's talk about music. At what point did you realize that you wanted to get into music, and what was the thing that made you pushed you into letting you know that this is what you wanted to do?
Okay. So basically, when I was like 11 years old, I know this sounds very like a cliche. A lot of people say things like that. But when I was 11 years old, my stepmom actually just took me and registered me in my church's junior choir. Yeah. And her reason was that I used to sing a lot when I was in the bathroom. And it used to annoy her. Say, I was just right now, they with you had them. Okay, go join choir. So I had to go and join the choir. Yeah. Okay. So that is when I realized that I could sing in the first place. And then in secondary school, those days we used to rap on hip hop instrumentals,
Right.
And like Lauryn Hill, one of the ones I can remember is that that thing, that beat.
Yeah.
You know, those they were very, very popular beats. Those that went to school in Ghana, they will attest to you. Those and DMX, Rest His Soul, all them, their instrumentals. We used to rap on them, and I remember very well that when I was in secondary school, one of the songs I did on one of those beats, it became very popular, and whenever we used to do Interco, a lot of people recognized me for that song. You know, to the extent that when I finished secondary school and I was leaving, a lot of my friends used to say that, oh, we will be buying your cassette when your songs come out. So that made me realize that, oh, these people actually, you know, trust in me that I can do this. Right. That's when I started to take it seriously.
Oh wow, that's some powerful beginnings right there.
Yeah.
Hold on, you talked about your stepmom, and when you were talking about her, you were using Fanti. Was she Fanti?
Yeah, she was Fanti. Yeah, she was Fanti.
Oh, got you.
Yeah.
So you have a very diverse, you know, you have Ewa in there, you have Kumasi in there somewhere.
Yeah. I'm blessed, isn't it?
Yeah. I got you. You're a master of English. You got all the. You were prepared for international.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So, Craig, can I jump in there as for that question that you asked regarding why he does music? Right. So, Atuban, it's Big Joe here. We're glad to have you. Man like drums, you know.
Yeah, man, Big Joe.
Yes. But Atuban, you know what? Craig asked you that question about your musical background and stuff. I wanted to ask you, you know, like some do music for the fame, some do for respect, others do for the wealth and stuff. Why do you do music at the moment? Like, why do you do music yourself?
That's a deeper question. That's quite a deep question. Thank you for that. So 2 reasons here. Number one is I do music for my own sanity. Yeah. Because the pressures of the world, like when I'm speaking to you from my studio, if you can see. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So the pressures of the world is such that when it becomes daunting on you and you get into the studio, you forget the world, isn't it? So for me, that is the number one reason why I do music. You know, it is for my own sanity. That is the only thing. I don't smoke, I don't drink. So that is the only thing that takes my mind off my troubles. Yeah. So that is one. And the second one is, I think I have such an important message in my heart that I want to share to the world. You know, so I do music to share my experience to the world. These are the 2 reasons why I do it. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. So you Craig, can I follow up another one, please?
Go ahead.
So Selassie, Atuban, you were showing us your studio. So I just wanted to find out, like, why are you a producer as well? Or like, and if you are, how do you merge both being a musician and also being a producer or something like that?
Well, yes, you can call me a producer by the official definition of what a producer is. Yes.
Okay.
But I built the studio just to be able to record myself. So when I came to England, I was paying too much money to go and use other people's studio. And one time I sat down and calculated, or, you know, over here, when you go to a studio, they give you an invoice, isn't it? So I sat down and calculated the invoices I had paid to, the monies I had paid to other people, and I realized that could have bought me a house in Ghana. So I said, you know what? No more. I'm not doing it anymore. So I had to build my own studio. But yes, how do I combine it? It's not work for me, like I said. When I come here, it's not work for me. I'm here only on my free time and stuff like that. It doesn't feel like work for me. So I can stay here 3 days and I don't feel it, because that's something I love to do, isn't it? So yes, that's how it feels for me.
I see.
I see. Nice one.
So so let's talk about still growing up. So who would you say were the 3 artists, or name 3 artists you think most influenced your taste in music or your kind of music?
Okay, I wanted to show you the pictures of the people that influenced me.
Okay.
So the first one, I don't know if you can see it, that is Osibisa.
Oh,
wow.
Yeah?
That's deep right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Second one
Legends.
Bob Marley.
Big one there, yes.
Bob Marley, yeah?
My God.
And then the last one is Fela Kuti.
Oh,
look at that.
Wow.
The original.
I mean, so many people influence me, but these are the main three. Yeah, so Osibisa from Ghana, Fela Kuti from Nigeria, and Bob Marley from the diaspora. And you can tell from my songs that these are my major influences.
Yes. And
wow.
and even from your name. So
yes.
So that's and this is deep right here. I mean, your choice of influence, pretty much defines the type of artist that you are. So that's interesting. Let me ask you this. This is more your opinion. What do you think defines a great artist in your opinion?
Okay. That's it, guys. You guys are quite deep, man. Yeah, a great artist.
Yeah.
You know what? For me, what defines a great artist is someone that is, number one, original to themselves. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And do not allow external influences to influence their act. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And can also perform what they have produced in the studio. If live. To me, that's what great artist is. Yeah. So number one, they stay true to themselves. That is, their culture is in the music they do. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And then also, they do not let external forces, for example, labels, decide that, oh, you have to go that way. You understand? Right. Or DJs, they say that, oh, hey, you know, cool, this is what's going on. You know? And then the third one is, whatever they have produced in the studio, if you give them a chance to perform it, they bring it to life. To me, that's what great artist is.
Interesting. So based on that, which three artists in Ghana would you say you consider great besides yourself today?
You mean currently?
Currently, yes.
That's a big one. Currently, I would say Shatta Wale.
Shatta Wale, huh?
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Based on the three definitions I've given you. Yeah.
Shatta Wale. Okay.
Yeah.
Anyone else? You have three, but you can leave it out.
You mean okay. Mm-hmm. Can I include like people from the older generation or just new?
Yeah, like up to like all time in Ghana right now.
Okay, all time.
Yeah.
My all-time favorite Ghanaian artist is Alhaji K. Frimpong. Yeah.
Wow.
Alhaji K. Frimpong. He sang a song called Chen Chen Biedi Mewu.
I know that tune.
Yeah, Reggie Sample.
That's a tune.
Yeah, and let me tell you something. A lot of people don't know this. All these Afrobeats thing that's coming, that everyone is saying that is the man that started the Afrobeat genre. Yeah. If you like, go and research the year that song was done and the year Fela changed his style to Afrobeat.
I see.
Yeah.
Wow.
So that's my all-time favorite artist in Ghana. But unfortunately, and those who are like, those who are the real artists, they don't get the praises, isn't it? Right. That's how the industry is. But yeah, so that's my number two. If I have to choose someone else in this day and age in Ghana, that's a big one. Who is that? Listen, Kwabena.
Oh wow.
Bro,
you have a very eclectic, very selective. I like your like your choices, man.
Yes. Yeah, Kwabena, based on the last two reasons I gave, someone that will be able to give you the same sound exactly as what you bought on your CD when he has to perform it. Yeah, that is Kwabena. Kwabena. Wow. Yes. If you want me to add one more, then I'll add Samini to that.
Samini?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Very nice, bro. I'm very. I'm telling you, man. You're like. I'm getting to understand you way deeper than I'm quite impressed with your choices.
All right, thank you.
That tells me about your attitude, man. Like, so okay. Yeah. All right. So before we go on a quick break, let me throw in this question. Let me take it back to the beginning when you started your your journey into music. And when you made the commitment, you knew, okay, now I really want to go into this. I want to commit to this. Did your parents push back, and what other kinds of major challenges did you face when you were trying to sort of get into the space?
Charlie push back the him there. African parents, they will always push back.
Yeah.
I mean, my biological mom was Jehovah's Witness, isn't it? So she didn't like it at all.
Oh wow.
She didn't like it at all. She wanted me to just go to school and study and stuff like that. My dad as well. But my stepmom, she was a showgirl. So I had a good combination of moms, yeah. So one was pushing me to do the music, the other one was pushing me to educate myself. So I decided I'll do both. So I'll educate myself for my real mom and do the show for my stepmom. Do you understand? Yes. So that was the kind of pushback I had. Yes.
So yes. Now that you're here, how is your mom reacting? How does your mom feel about your music right now?
My mom, she loves what I do. I mean, when the money goes, when the check comes down. Yes. So sending more money than would do. No criticism. You know what I mean?
Exactly. I see.
Yeah, she's happy. She's happy.
And your stepmom too. She.
Oh yeah, man. Yeah.
So from an industry standpoint, from the Ghana music industry standpoint, when you were trying to get into it, what did you feel like you got the support, or do you think what are the main challenges you face when you're trying to get into the space? From a production, promotion, marketing, all the things that go into you becoming an artist. What was the most difficult challenges you got?
You see, that question is a very sensitive question. Yeah. The reason is, if you are in Ghana now per se and you want to get into the industry, what you know is what you know. What you see is what you know, isn't it? So, and what everyone does is what you know. So when I was back there, those days, getting into studios is always a problem, because you get into the studios and some big artists will come and you have to go out. Yeah, like in Ghana, someone hit you, you're not an artist. So I'm going to answer that question from two perspectives. Yeah. Okay. So when you are there, what you know is it's a hustle. So you just want to make it. You do everything to make it. Right. Yeah. There's nothing like a label. It's just you yourself until you start trickling some numbers, and then other people will be interested. It is like that elsewhere as well. But me coming from where I sit now and looking at how things are now, it looks like it is changing. Yeah, they are understanding it now. Now there's labels. There's labels. There's managers. There's radio personalities who want to be who want to associate themselves with artists, and so they'll be able to. When we were doing it, there was nothing like that. I actually made, I had written for so many people and I had made so many songs out until one of them blew before I got a manager.
Wow.
You know what I mean? So that's so that's, I don't know if that answers your question, but it is not. Back home is different. Yeah, it's different. Yeah.
So can I have a follow up on that one, please?
Yeah.
Yeah. So to Brian, as that said, do you regret like the fact that you left? Because if you were still in Ghana, do you think there would have been a different, like you would have been a different artist? Or because you were very famous then, I remember you were still doing some really good music and popular, like so popular, and you were so popular then as well. Yeah. And some say that when you come UK, like when you try to be an artist in UK, you get that they say the UK bag or something like, oh, I can't say. There's a word, I forgot the word. Like you don't get that same kind of fame that you're meant to get when you established in Ghana. So my question is, do you regret the fact that probably you had the thing that one hit in Ghana, and for some reason, do you regret that you left Ghana or something like that?
No, you know what I'll say? I'll say let's save that, because that's in a different segment, and I want to. That is a whole segment on its own. So
okay.
Before we get to that, let's go to social media real quick. We have Kujo standing by. And then we'll get back and talk about that. Okay.
All right.
Yeah. All right. Kujo. Yes.
Okay, thank you very much, Quacks, DJ Kujo here. So on social media, we've got varied people, quite a few people watching us at the moment, DJs and the general public. So in terms of DJs, we've got DJ Flipper, known as Jay Sante. We've also got Bernard Kakri, DJ Soul to Soul. We've got DJ Manuel, known as Kobravite, all of them joining us from the stable of Black Star DJs. Yes, we've also got CD, we've got Yawa Jaman, we've got quite a few people joining us on social media. And I think there's one question coming from DJ Soul to Soul. Soul to Soul wanted to know why you changed your name from Atumpan to Talking Drums. So if you can just brief him briefly on that one. That's what Soul to Soul wants to know.
Okay. Yeah, I know that everywhere I go, people been asking me. First of all, Atumpan means the talking drum. Yeah. So 2 reasons. The first reason is, so if Sokoji Brony contract, well, now they sign contract near Mausika boom. and then let's say a Jumano Mausika no munya. So basically I had taken money from I had signed a deal with some people with the name Atumpan, but things were not going as expected. And the number of years I had signed for, I could not have released music by myself with that name because I had signed a deal with them. So me trying to avoid being sued, I decided that, okay, if I change the name to anything else that is not on the contract, then I can release music. Do you understand? So that is what I did. So basically, I played them. As I speak to you now, that contract that ended 3 weeks ago.
Oh,
yeah?
Wow.
So now, if I want to come back to Atumpan, I can always come back to it. But that was the actual thing that happened. Also, the one thing that motivated me to do that in the first place was, and I think it all comes back to the question that my man asked earlier. Yeah, so we artists now releasing your pana, you always release music. But so results now open. Sometimes it's me what I'm you know, it's me for trip. You know, and at that point I felt like, okay, maybe I'm doing now, maybe I'm who you're Mrs. Sandino now, maybe so me send the email no more say a different person, maybe I'm back click all them it's all desperation, but it's also good for growth. So if you don't go through that, you don't grow. You know what I mean? So these were the reasons why I changed my name. But I'm coming back to my name because that contract is over now. So now I can. It's happened to so many people. If you remember, there used to be a guy. What's this guy? There was a guy in England, a big artist, who had to shorten his name because he was under contract for 5 years. You know, so it's happened to so many people. And you just have to play around the same name, and then you'll be able to use your name to release music. Yeah.
Right.
So please, just educate us a little bit on that. So when you are signing a contract, are you not? Don't they expect you to also release songs or something? Or so you can be signed and not releasing any music.
So this is what happened, yeah. So if you sign a contract, it depends on what type of deal you sign, yeah. So the deal I signed, it was both a management and a 360 deal, which meant that within that year, in question, every music that had to be released through that label. Yeah. So I did a whole album for the label, and they had to release. They had a plan and they paid me upfront for it. Yeah. If I had not taken money, then it's a different thing. I took Miji Pudu and I make that was what you Pudu and I said. What they are sort of number fearing them and now we all right there. And really so, and then you watch some more, you know what I mean? But
I see.
So any other music on the side that you cannot release it. So if you remember, Mami Kamo, within 2016 to 2017, Wizkid was even locked in that contract and a similar contract.
Yeah.
And he could not release music at all.
I see.
You understand? So I'm not the only one. The only thing is I tried to still be relevant. That's why I changed my name to be able to release music within that time. But now I'm free now. So yeah, watch out for me.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Nice one. Quakes. Back to you.
Interesting. So, okay, so Selassie, if you're ready, let's go on that quick commercial break.
Over 200 of their favorite Top Gunnian DJs across the world coming together to create the largest online Ghana music platform.
This is how we do each and every time of Black Star DJs Worldwide.
Black Star DJs Worldwide. Black Star DJs. All your Top Gunnian DJs worldwide.
That's right, shut down the background. Ghana songs for worldwide. Let's go.
Follow the Black Star DJs movement on Facebook and Instagram. Black Star DJs worldwide. Or visit our website now to book Top Gunnian DJs for your next events. Anywhere in the world. At www.blackstardjs.com. Let's go, Ghana.
Yes. Welcome back to the Black Star DJ Spotlight Show with the man himself, Atumpan. Now we can legally call him Atumpan. So, alongside, I'm the host, DJ Quakes, alongside DJ Kujo and DJ Big Joe. We are having a very interesting conversation with the man who's getting into his story. Atumpan, just before we left, we were talking about the contract. I had a follow-up with that, actually. So my question is, and maybe this is more of an education thing. My question is, they lock you into these contracts, and isn't it in their best interest that if other, outside of the album that you created under the contract, isn't it in their best interest to also support any other music that you're creating off of that? Why is that a problem? I understand contractually that if you're originally somewhere else, someone else is making money off of you. But under their own label, why can't they support that?
That's a label decision. The labels, they have a very different way of working. Yeah. So like, as stupid as it may sound, yeah, I have been in those contracts twice in my career. Yeah.
Wow.
One was the first one. That was a big deal. The one that actually brought me into England in the first place. I was signed by a label called Ministry of Sound. They gave me something called a single deal with an option of an album. Yeah, and the single we had 3 singles. Yeah, they did only 2, and they were not interested no more. And they said, you know what, go away. And they told me, you have the right, you can do whatever you want. That was my problem. But these other, the last one I did, which I also got money for, they were like, you know what, I gave them 20 songs, basically, yeah? I gave them 20 songs, which they have not released even one.
Wow.
Yeah? But it was a 360 deal for 4 good years, yeah? Which means that because they have paid me for it, they can release it anytime they want.
Right.
As I speak to you now, I have been told that one of the songs that was on that said album is being pitched for a movie, for a soundtrack of a movie, which they will inform you, and then you will get, if it does happen, you get something they call publishing and stuff on, but you are not going to get sales royalties because you have been paid already.
Oh, I see.
You understand? So that's how it works. But me, all I was trying to do was that. So basically, I signed a contract with my full name, which is Frank Elinam Kobna, into bracket Atumpan, which is the artist name under consideration.
Right.
Yeah. So Frank Elinam Kobna into bracket drums is a different person.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
I see.
That's how it works.
Can I have a follow up, please?
Yeah.
So drums. you know, as you signed those contracts when you were upcoming artists, and so probably will I be wrong if I say that you lacked a bit of more knowledge regarding going inside the contract, going into the contract? Did you seek any help at all with or you just maybe sometimes you get so excited and stuff when you are upcoming artists and you see big money and stuff? Did you get any help at all by signing those contracts?
Yeah. Yes, I had help. First of all, you should know that nipa na one ne kasa so why we need to say but and there no problem. So I did understand what I was getting into, but also don't forget, my first one that I got, the first deal that I got, it was an internal. Those of you that know Ministry of Sound is the biggest dance record label in the whole of Europe. So for someone, and I was the first artist in Ghana that ever got a deal. I'm saying your new group here by your generation. I mean, I'm the first artist that ever had a deal like that. And don't forget, when they signed me at the time, me Ghana boy, me university, me Holland, me hustle na ya mami deal me ya mami yeah. O say minje. You know what I mean? Yeah, and you know, yes, I had to, and then it exposed me to so many things. You see, now I'm able to talk about these label things and when it comes to deals and stuff, because that gave me opportunity to learn. Now I can go back there and teach people about some of these things, because all these artists, all they love to do is to sit in the studio and create. They don't have anyone reading their contracts for them and telling them the different types of music contracts there are. You understand? So even though it did not work out as I expected, I don't regret at all. I don't, because I have learned a lot. You see now as I sit here, bro, so I mean you be perfect to see a different level. A different level, because there's nothing about the industry that man has not learned. What I said, but those days, you know, my first contract 10 years ago, we are in 2001. I signed my first contract in March 2011.
Wow.
You understand?
So did you release the thing under Ministry of Sound, or you released the song and then they signed you?
Yeah, I had to. So basically, I released the song myself. Yeah, like I told you. And at the time they signed me, I had got, also I didn't say this, I was the first artist. I know that I like to blow these horns because no one will blow them for me, yeah?
Please, let's blow it on the show.
Yes, I was the first artist from 2010 till now, one of the earliest artists to ever get 1 million views on YouTube.
Oh, wow.
At that time, no one ever gets 1 million on YouTube.
That was major.
I was the first artist. So when I came, they said, hey, you got 1 million. Even me at the time, I didn't know that it meant anything.
Right.
You know, because
they
said, oh, you got 1 million, congratulations. And the guy that took me, so it got to a point, a lot of labels were fighting over me because I've got 1 million views and I didn't even know what that meant.
Oh, wow.
Because YouTube didn't mean anything to me when I was in Ghana. Do you understand? This is in 2011. So there's like, oh, you got 1 million. And then when I go to these meetings, they will shake, oh, you've done well. They will say, so did you have a label? I said, no, I have a label. You know? So that's how it worked. You know, so from there, no, signed. Yes, when they signed at that time, no, to me I was over the moon, because African boy, the about Ghana, your mommy place, your mommy car, your mommy fear. So bear tower, I was living the dream. You know what I mean? So to me, I didn't have any regrets. But for now, no, it is an eye opener for me. I've been able to learn from it.
I see. So when you're looking back from now, you think in your assessment now it wasn't a good deal?
Yes, it was good. Yes, it was good. I think this is all bringing us back to the question you asked before, and I'll delve into it. Where things went wrong was that those people who were representing me with the label, they did not do due diligence to me. They were in for their own selfish reasons, because all they saw was that, at the end of the day, they were not looking at, how can we get another one? How can we, you understand? And also these labels, that's why I said that a good artist or a great artist is the one that does not let labels control him. So when I came here, if you go back and listen to the songs I was doing around 2012, 2011, they were Bronin and Omobo Afrobeats in the mommy. They did not understand it.
I see.
So they were taking me to all these white people studios who did not have any understanding of what Afrobeats were. Yeah. And they were trying to change the sound. And that's what they do.
Was it even the reason why you changed the lyrics for the thing? It became Rude Boy or Rude Girl or something like that.
So also remember, when I did the thing with Ghana, and a small girl, you don't know the thing, and yet it doesn't mean anything bad. But they said that people could read meanings into it. So for them to re-release it, this is answering Craig's question, because you said, did I have to re-release it? Yes. So in 2013, they had to re-release the song.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and that is what made it an international banger, because it was a big underground song in the UK and Europe, but they had to put label machinery behind it to make it proper. And so in 2013, they had to re-release it, and I did an European tour, both media and club tour, and I did a lot of festivals, to promote the song. That is how come it became a mainstream song.
Wow.
Yes.
Hey,
and they had to change the small to rude girl, which I don't even know what it means to now.
That one better boy see that you've seen it 10 years ago, Charlie.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So how did the label get to find out about you in the first place?
So the label, there's a guy, two guys. One guy, DJ Abrantier,
I see.
He used to play the song on Capital Extra, which was called, at the time it was called Choice FM in London, which is a mainstream radio station. Me clarifying, because there were a lot of people whose songs were being played in Europe, but it was in pirate stations. Right. But me being lucky, my song was already playlisted on these mainstream radios when they did not even know who I was.
I see.
And
was the song already big in Ghana at the time?
All right, that's another question. No, don't go there. I want to show no. Yeah. So my song, The Thing, blew up in Europe before it blew up in Ghana.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So my song blew up in Europe before it blew up in Ghana. The only reason why it blew up in Ghana was that some people came from England, to do a show in Ghana. And at that time, they brought this American artist called Omarion. And then when they came on TV, they were asking Omarion and their crew, the organizers, that, so which African songs do they know? And all Omarion said was, all I know is, you don't know the thing. I'm teaching you the thing.
Oh, really? Oh, wow.
This is on TV3. I was in university at the time in Winnipeg.
Oh, wow.
And my phone was going off. That is when YFM, there's a guy called Killer Fingers, which I believe is part of your.
Yeah, it's part of.
He was the first person that ever played it on radio.
Are you serious?
Wow.
But before that, I had gone to take a loan of 25 million Ghana cedis those days. And I had gone to Kumasi, gone to Brona Hafo, and I'd done printed CDs and made Chia Payola. Maybe it was still not being played. Until those came to Ghana and sat on TV to say the only song we know is The Thing. That is when they started blowing up in Ghana.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So this is a typical case of a prophet is not celebrated in his own home until
yeah. You see, for me, my career it took off internationally. Yeah, my career took off internationally. But what I didn't get was I did not get Ghanaians to represent me internationally to make it a big thing. You see, now when I sit back and I look at the way it is happening for Burna Boy and all these people, I sit back and I say, this is exactly the same thing that happened to me. But where were my people to push it for me?
Yeah.
Wow.
This is everything they've done. Listen, I was the first Ghanaian artist to go on that BBC live show, a guy called Trevor Nelson. Those of you that are in the UK, Trevor Nelson does not deal with no Kohabra artist. I was the first artist to go on Trevor Nelson's show. Yeah, I was the first.
Wow.
The first in the BBC documentary about Afrobeats. I was the first. They called me the authority on the sound of Afrobeats at the time.
Wow.
That's the word they used. I still have all those links there. But the thing is, the people that were representing me, at the time, they had so many issues with other people in the game. People hated them so much that they transcended the hate to me.
Oh wow. I see.
Till date. All the Mr. Big Joe, tell me if I'm lying. I've been in this country, I've been in UK. How long? How many Ghanaian shows have I played since 2010 till now?
Yeah, quite a lot. Yeah.
I haven't.
Yeah, it's true.
How many Ghanaian shows have you seen me there? No.
It's true. You don't. Yeah. That was even going to be my next question. If you have issues with the promoters or something, I was going to ask you that.
I don't have no issues. I don't have no issues with anyone. As a matter of fact, the first person that brought me to England was Alodia. That's the only show that I've done, and this is in 2011. The thing is, our people, and I'm not here to criticize anyone, and I don't want anyone to misquote me. Our people are scared of greatness. Ghanaians by nature, we are so scared of greatness. If you have a friend, and all of a sudden he gets signed to be playing for Manchester, you are the guy that will not call him again because you think that now he's on a different level. It's not because the guy will not call you, but in your fickle mind, you think that, hey, you see at any level the assistant, and that's how it is. The level that the way I was going, my people were scared of me. Anyone, since you met me, have you sensed any sort of rudeness or arrogance in me? No, I am down to earth. No. But my people were so scared to work with me because I was going high, because I was playing with Abrofo. In terms of the Abrofo shows with one elbow.
So I'm interested in this guy that were representing you because it sounds like this is a typical case of guilt by association. Do you think it's a guilt by association thing? So just because you're associated with people that, like you said, a lot of people hated or did not like, you weren't getting access to different opportunities, or is it some other issue that is causing, for example, you saying that the Ghana network doesn't, they seem to have a problem.
No, I don't think they have a problem with me, but I think they don't understand my brand.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I don't think they have a problem with me because those that are close to me, they know that I'm down to earth. Like, I've done shows for a lot of them, but they don't get to understand me because for me, all I want is respect, bro. I will not let you call me and disrespect me. You understand? And the first one you said is also true because our people are not very united, isn't it? So the side that were representing me, they had issues with a lot of people, and I got painted, in the same brush. Even to the extent that at one point, when I called my fellow artists to do, collab with, they said, by you, pa, I can't work with you. When the guy you're working with is trying to bring my career down. That's what a big artist at the time told me that.
Wow.
The guy I'm working with, I said, what has that got to do with me? I am not that guy, isn't it?
Right.
But so it's a whole lot of things. And I am not mourning. I just want it to be clear. I'm not mourning.
Right.
I'm in a very, very happy space in my life right now. And I'm not mourning, but I'm only saying these things so we can learn from them.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
Let me ask a question from Mark Darlington, very important. Grams, this is coming from Mark Darlington. I think you know him.
That's my man. Yeah.
Yes, one famous.
I think he answered that question already.
No, wait.
That's
so
why,
his question is this. He says he wants to know if you are receiving support from Ghanaians based in Ghana, especially with your new releases. And if you are receiving the support, what he's also saying is that, are you still relevant in Ghana? And if you are not receiving that support, well, I think you've answered the why part, but do you still think that you are still relevant in Ghana? Probably that's the part of the question that I want you to dwell on.
I don't know if you see, I cannot tell, say me irrelevant and I'm irrelevant because, and I understand where he's coming from. I cannot say there's some irrelevant and I'm irrelevant because Ghana there, who irrelevant are you bottom? That's the fact, bro. So me do Ghana see now my be a Range Rover, yeah. My friend DJs so my bad time will near do be irrelevant. That's all it is. It's not about your music, and I say a level now be quite show no, and be more irrelevant, and I say you're relevant, especially in these days. Friends say social media near that the amount for flexing, yeah. So your bar now short to we are relevant, me boy. So to found you're relevant, we are relevant. The same way so we are Bema now bottom swan, we are relevant. You know what I mean? And you know, and I mean me tell me bottom swan, me do Ghana me relevant, and they make yeah. But as you said, more support team in there. I think sir, those who know me and that believe in my craft, you know, they still support me. And also, this is very important. That's one thing I should say. You see, Ghanaian mentality, you know, say because will be a relevant artist. They mean so be a born in your radio, so be able to be a boni or no irrelevant. But yes, Anna, by definition of relevance when it comes to music, that's not what it means. So me and you man. See, I mean, I can say Spotify. I think send me what 20,000 followers every month. Yeah, or 20,000 listeners every month, and it is lesser than I expected, but that is consistent. What I say, ain't you know, 20,000 people out of the world, 80 million every month, bro. I'm happy.
That's on one channel plus Spotify, pardon.
Exactly. You understand? I know, sir, other people who were millions near that day, but in such a way, you know, and I think so no, be answering the time because 2010 to 2011, no, now you're near to so.
Yeah.
What did I'm trying to say? And you know, that question there, me when I make us a mindia. I don't want to sound semi-dia, no, because one thing I believe in, and guys, mark it somewhere. Who deal with my Sabeka, and I will make a big hit again. And I hit na no, and you Ghana no. A worldwide song. What I say?
Yeah.
The whole world would dance to. Because the whole world would dance to your song, and I'll go to me big.
Of course.
What I say, and you know, just say, yeah, dream only about Ghana and the other. We have to think of the world because the world is a big stage now. Yeah. And I make a choice say, Burna Boy, 2015, Minini show be okay, Kenya. Yeah, I still have that. I still have the videos and stuff, and I'm waiting for the right days, and I'll post those videos for people to see. Everything he told me, it is what he's doing now. Because for him, he told me one word. He said, "It's world domination, Oga." Right from that time, he had a dream, and his dream was what? World domination. He did not say Niger domination. You know what I mean? So we should look at this as a big thing. The world is an oyster for all of us.
Yeah.
You know. So that's how I see it. Yeah.
Okay.
I follow up on.
You guys are taking over my interview. You guys are taking over my interview. I know you're enjoying
follow up on that.
But okay,
mentioning Burna Boy's you and Burna Boy having a chat. I think I was privileged to have a conversation with you one time. I think we talked a bit about El Nandus. I don't know if you remember.
Yeah.
You said about So you talking about? I remember that you talked about that Kenya event now, Mukoye, you know.
Yeah.
And just the fact actually, my question is more focused on you and promoters if you have issues with them, because it looks like you did share some light. I would like you to actually explain a little bit further. Maybe people will understand, because Burna Boy showed some attitude at that event where you were very humble as usual.
Oh, yeah.
You were very humble as usual. Yeah. And at the end of the day, you were thinking that probably they will call you back again, but they didn't. You see, so the question is, has that kind of scenario, did it change your behavior towards promoters? And maybe because I get some kind of rumors say, hey, there may be or maybe so I want to ask, have you had that kind of It's that kind of a, has it changed your opinion on promoters near the idea? Is that why I maybe
I think say me today what you say okay don't say you see the old trust and onim se ne chiachia on them chon.
Yeah.
As far as I'm concerned there. So because I be my enya mo ho atchre no na say your obomu chemi me patch and I say me use platform impo na me ka say so bi wo ha ogen say be tumpan enya mo ho atchre na enye sa na yetete me what you say. But sometimes the experiences na my yen nyoma bisa what first story na about me can show. So basically sa Omarion show me kind about Ghana many R2Bs and R2Bs and sa called any other day near the biggest artist at the time. Now, I see a dear call interviews near that day. R2Bs not once did they turn up for any of the interviews. So I called there, no. Me they your friend me and me so. Your friend me and me so. Now me call the same thing when we went to Kenya. Many Burna Boy, we were the only artist on the show. Yeah, Burna Boy, I went with my manager. Burna Boy came with 3 other people on the flight. Yeah, when we got there, Burna Boy said that the hotel they gave him, it's not the hotel he requested for on his thing. So he did not come out of his car until they gave him the hotel he requested for. Not just the hotel, not just the hotel, and other things that I can't say here. Yeah. And he made sure all those things were provided before he got down. Me, and I'm saying, humble, Ghana, humble, you know. But we got to 2-star hotel, I was so happy. We were there for 3 days before the actual show. So we had to do some media tour near that day. Not one did Burna Boy turn up. Wow. But me there, your friend me na me so. Na me call. In the end, no, Mukachim so we like the Mukachim manager Satumpan, we love him. And the show so you rock here. Obi awo who me show that behind him say me wherever he put me, I rock. Yeah. And so the following year, no, I'm afraid Burna Boy. And at that time, no, me who tray mu 10 years old. Every abeka so to pan we tray mu tina dia young friend. No, I was too humble. I was too humble for this game. And sometimes when you are too humble, people take you for granted. Yeah. So if you ask me one thing that brought my downfall in the game, or brought me down, I don't even like the word downfall. It is because of my humility. Yeah. Yeah. Let me give you another example, and I don't want to mention name. A big show, a big Ghanaian show, our London has said. Me call me two man 2.1 song point two near Tramiso. Near another artist, Nigerian artist.
Wow.
Ewo Krom How, big Ghanaian show. And so we all send him my way, you know, our brother, me call Brony Premier. But Bon Union area, wait, every nice hotel. Into Ebia. And somewhere along the way, no, I felt very appeased. And Ebia, me strict, me tighten, me nyoma mukakra when it comes to my own people. Ebia, no more friend who say, but I have never been disrespectful to anyone. What did I try to say?
Lovely.
And it is the treatment, you know. It's the treatment, and that is why I don't go like maybe I'm see a common de me. Whether you call me for sure, you don't call me for sure. It not be music they feed me.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Like only they saw only they saw me say me bomb juma I say. You know, and you know, yes, that's why maybe I don't but so between say yeah. Me be amanin me strana on fancha me, but it is the experience, the way people put us through, no, and my act is the way we act sometimes. Yes.
I see.
Yeah.
So Atupat, talking about you mentioned Abrante at some point, right? And that's when I think I asked a question about how the record label got to know about you. And at some point, I think my understanding was that you were signed to Abrante's record label as well.
Okay, let me clarify that. So I was not signed to his record label. So basically, what happened was me, I was in Ghana. Me name the Ekoso. Me name some cry hit waha. Until those people know Abrante and any label the company. It was not even a label. So it was his company, and God be a friend no. Kwame Kwarteng, Kwame Kranting, Kwame Kranting or manage one of the biggest UK artists, a friend of Emily Sunday.
Okay.
And one guy, one lady, is a friend of Laura Mvula. Kwame Kwarteng and manager. Kwame Kwarteng ni Avanti. And more setting up a management company. Say, Tumpa is not based in the UK. But Sabrofunu person we would have to represent him. Yeah. And to Amuno, and we call all these labels in our meetings. Somebody me call Island, somebody me call Decca Records, somebody me call Polydor, somebody me call Sony, and somebody me call Ministry. And I'm say okay, Ghana or Hoto, until Mumbai might be on. And now Omunya a good bid from Ministry for me.
Ministry. Wow.
Now remember, Ministry so sorry, Ministry had a lot of media tours and other things for me to do. Until at this time, when Ghanaians no more premier, if you have any ministry, then I akoshia. Say koshia, bro, one kabeko Ghana and abeko ministry.
Right.
What he almost said I didn't call you, and no neko fans and something. I was just a victim of circumstances. That's all it was. I was just a victim of circumstances. Yeah.
I see.
Yeah.
That must have been a tough situation because I can see how a lot of Ghana people will be pissed off. Say, "Maybe almost I need you." Now because of conflict, to me in Babylon or something.
And yeah, I said that's how life is, isn't it? We live and learn.
so right now, if you had the same situation, what would you do? Because I mean, so for example, the record labels are now going after African artists big time, right?
Yeah.
So that situation is going to even happen to a lot more artists. If it happened to you right now, in the same situation, you have a big name at the record label. And say, the Ghana name, we are here out of pocket. We are struggling, trying to pay for artists out of pocket. Record label, if the event is a loss, they have push it. Yeah, Charlie, be our rent on what they are going. It's
true.
If it happened to you, you're in a big name record label, and another big Ghana party in the park or something, what's I need to do with another record label music or another huge show? How would you handle it differently right now?
You see, I am in a space, record label crowd won't mean touch me. You know why? Because me, I'm who record label. And if I was signed with a record label, it would not be a 360 deal. And a record label will sign me based on my terms. Because those days also be out here. Also be the best place is to be an independent artist. If you want to do anything with a label, let them just do your distribution for you. You understand? And no just on 20% be na and no. I shoot my own videos. I am in that space where I can creatively do my stuff. All I need is for them to push it on these platforms for me and get me the playlist and stuff like that. You understand? So they will not be able to control. To be honest, as I sit here, me were booking agent. I mean, the label will not be controlling my booking. In Ghana and EB person booking me. All I do is take you to my booking agent. He'll get you a date and put you in the right time, and then yes, it will not be a problem at all. But those days in your but no, it won't happen no more. No.
I see. Okay. So Ambisa, so the thing, because that song was such I'm based in the US, I'm based in DC, Maryland area.
Yeah.
Charlie, I'm telling you, that song was everywhere, even here. I mean, I remember those days we dropped it club by Charlie. Because the song was such a big thing. And it wasn't just Ghanaians. It was like, East Africans. What Charlie was, was vibing with the song. A lot of people will say, if one of your first songs, I love to say your first song is a big hitter, it could be a curse. Yeah, it could be a curse in the sense that, it will be hard to follow up. Do you think, sir, you agree with that, or do you think that you've been able to follow up? Have you reached the level of success that the thing reached?
There is some truth in that. Yeah, there is some truth in that. But I do not. You see me, I don't let people's truth become my truth.
The reality.
Yeah, that's the thing about me, bro. Think about it. Me, yes, I'm not musically. I was not grown musically like the way I am now, but I was able to make that hit at that time. What tells me that what shows I cannot make it again? Do you understand? The only thing they say, so yeah, big hits are in the at the early stages of your career. We hear other songs cry. We be you know, because both show will be over beyond. Now, me born in the so we don't want any other song. We want that. So I had to play like 5 times. They don't want no other songs.
Wow.
And one of
wow.
You know what I mean? And I don't know. I ask sometimes why you're careful. No one wants to hear anything else again. Now that can actually kill your spirit. I think that's where the issue is. That's why you're strong to send me there. And yeah, keep on moving because, bro, says those days no crowdness in Yami man and Saswa. And then no to be money. And now, yeah, you know, it's not too late to cry. It's not too late.
So how did the song come about in the first place? Okay. Like, did you, when you're creating it, did you know, what were you thinking about? How did it come about? And did you know, say, at the time, it was going to be such a big hit?
No, I didn't know that it was going to be a big hit. So basically, no. Also, I made Tradier. So this is how the whole idea came about. Me class, I made Tradier. And this is in Carnegie Secondary Technical, yeah. And girls need be girls need bakushe chirihona. Me Tradier no any boy be did their grow with chirihona. I'm saying, hey, shut up over there. You don't know the thing. I'm teaching you and you're playing with the thing. That's all I say. Timmy Kasa for bare weeks, any months, enough a Quran, you know, me. You don't know that thing, I'm teaching you the thing. Now I bear to nickname.
Oh wow.
And I'm so okay. So I'm sorry, there a punchline. And I'm the choir. You know. So I'm the choir in the crowd because studio and I was going to do it like some jama type of a and a producer and he said, no, producer P Weasel, wherever you are, respect. And also, no. Ye. And I made them yeah. To me, and also, can I come so mommy mix some mommy rough mix? And now, actually, me can't think I'll person your charm coming to so wrong. I'm so okay, cool. You for charm coming to so. And I'm the me judge you man and me call back to Winnie back. Because now me Kumasi about I just came to record that song for I would say Winnie by friend whole week. I am the new song whole week. It's me record just to play it for my whole week. And I'm me call mommy rough mixing and me they call me whole week. And also your charm coming better until later no. And I'm saying Stone Bar Studio Hall, Stone, Floking Stone, respect.
Okay.
Oh no, so bar studio better no say yeah do, and on so yeah verse also. And that is it. Me, the idea was to do it for my whole week. At that time, Pranami other song we have been promoting, and my idea was to and at those days, some of DJs be I'm impossible with because some we are big guys. Now we are my friends, but some we are big boy industry no more Ghana. No, you know, my attention me other song listen to me you more crowd no so where they call you and fat. On them and to those days not Facebook nothing Facebook about those days you know me must sign up to Facebook now. Ubeka Facebook no more some media player be on Facebook more. Which more don't you to us directly now for 40. And I'm me uploading you know Facebook. And me share man for 4 pages. The DJ be a friend of forgotten his name. He's in Holland. He's part of your group. Oh God, I've forgotten his name. I don't know. Me this sending a Facebook. So one day, no catch him said, "Do you know that people like that song?" I said, "No." She no. It's big in Holland. I said, "Is it?" Just from Facebook or this time, I'm having fun too. YouTube and po. And I said, "Okay, one day, do you have Skype?" And I'm saying, "No." I said, "Please register Skype." And I'm called register Skype. To one day, all boy, you know, club and or Skype me or drop on you now, bro. Jump. And I'm saying, wow. I want to put a video now. To show video now. Me travel me lecture, me university lecture hall. My teacher. Me classmates. Me no more class. Me no more concept in any BBA any try. Guy no try video. No so yeah. If you Holland, if you Canada, a friend SP respect to TMA. And I'm sure Charlie try. And you're trying to me and I'm directing video no me classroom me lecture hall and you drop it to me because a guy no Holland they catch him so funny feeling to and I'm there no so called to YouTube. See some back I had those days you know there was a guy called Kwame Joe
Yes.
He was the only guy who had a big YouTube following. Who was
you're right.
Yes, who was uploading Ghanaian songs on there. And I'm just sending and say, I didn't even send it to so I uploaded it and also download it and also upload it on the page. And only the 1 million and more near the other.
Oh wow.
Later crown label for no some money taking it down. I did a label for me.
Oh wow.
So that's how it worked. Yeah.
Label now I'm always sign up because when you're 1 million, I'm going 1 million.
Yeah, I'm some money taking it down because almost try different video, but still an old one and for 4 pay. They were not watching their video, so they took it down.
Wow. So the old one is nowhere to be found now.
No, it's still on my still on my YouTube.
So okay, got you.
Yeah, it's still on my YouTube.
It's a controversial questions go on social media. Obi said there was some controversy around the thing. Obi said P-Weezy or something situation. What's the situation with that?
It's just a question about whether you mentioned it, Tumpan. You will see P-Weezy was the producer for it. Like, are you still with him? Do you still do stuff with him and stuff? And how's the relationship like? Within the relationship to say.
Meaning the relationship they cool, but meaning you match it. Also one thing was the beginning, me catch you say sometimes our people are very scared of greatness, isn't it? And I don't want to go into the back. Yeah, cool. I don't have no issues with him. I don't have no issues with him, but we haven't worked in a long time. Yeah, we haven't worked in a long time.
I see.
Let's be a bit of controversial, Kakra. Please, just be honest. The thing success, no, unya can be the just be honest, Kakra.
She can't do She can't do this area. And I'm person because also me can say label near the adininya. She can't crown me pono. Sa kuduo no mo design no abe pin dem ya kasa kwa me nya 10 cedis crowd.
Wow. Good.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that's but on say baby I didn't cofa no. Cofa. Yeah, friend Ghana for your kasa we say don't fu kung fu. Oh, nipa bi aso oboa but ono aso na esa den. Esa kumu. Aha, intino. Also, me share me can conform mu die ni mu a me ankasa menya ho sa main money na ankasa no menya bi. But sika menya di wo ho ye to say show ne sa ne no Sunday and the makobo show and so me first can move from uncle D. No. Yeah.
You know, only relationship with your original representation, a branch and any what's this relationship right now? Like,
oh yeah, cool. I mean, bro. Yeah, cool. Abrante, me catch you say, Abrante, he paved a lot of way for me. Ghana, for one thing I'm for him, me say, music game, no, it is not always win-win. No. Yeah? Obi be a man. That's why you're smart.
Yeah.
That's who they are, yo, BB.
Yeah.
What I'm trying to say? Abrante, he's the guy that took me from nowhere, from Ghana, and took me around labels. Now, me back, a crop. He still believed in me. What did I'm trying to say? I don't mean nothing until labels near that day. And so the music I use that opportunity. And I'm there. As I speak to you now, I am well established here. Yeah, I'm well established. Me want me a beautiful woman. Me want me ma. Me want me fear. Me ye bibi wa Ghana. Me kwa. Me ye nimguasie. What I say, me ye juma. My suya, my biba, my suya there. Bro, I can't fault anyone. Me metina ha. Na me meka say where you say. Obi biye kwa mawa. It is up to you. Yeah, it is up to you to use it. Wizkid. And if any of you ever get opportunity to speak to Wizkid, ask him about that deal he had with Sony and ask him how much he got from it. What did I'm trying to say? So there's a lot of things I can't afford there. I don't perceive dirty cloth. Me, you won't get me do that. I will never come and sit here and say that. So all those questions people are asking about, so be the Misika and I mean you've been tempted to say no. We are all good. We are all good. You know what? It is not the beginning that justifies anything. It is the end. Yeah. So Tim and Kasa in the next 20 years, that is when you have something to say. But that will not happen, inshallah, because you know what? We're working hard. the end is what justifies the means.
Yeah.
He brought me here. He opened a lot of doors for me, which I did not say. It's not just musical, bro. Anyone not just music. You know, and you know, every music there, yes, you see, I'm not the hottest artist, you know, and I saw on your hot as well. I saw you who to on your hot too, because so we are in a one tongue, we are be more. I'm not the hottest artist, you know. As a matter of fact, my career has been really, I go down, a here resurrection. But I am not sad. As a human being, I'm a happy person. Sabi me ko Ghana, me who me other musicians are no chance here. I can say I am well off more than most of them. What's it I'm trying to say? More social media and other day, you know, what have they done for themselves, bro? My year be of fear. You know, I got a family. I'm happy. I have a shop in Croydon. Wow. So they want me shop. What happy? What else?
Yeah,
bro, I'm all right. I'm all right. And you know, I may not be your biggest artist. I may not have the YouTube numbers and everything, but I am happy. I am not. I mean, done a drug addict. Basa. The common they make cap yen will be the tree organ and me because me yeah Juma. You know what I mean? So I'm blessed.
I really admire that positive attitude. If anything, a lot of people also may say, you know, living. Well, let me say the other one. This is actually a big debate in a lot of African circles. As an African artist, in this case, as a Ghanaian artist, you must be successful first in Ghana in order to make it in the rest of the world.
Yeah.
But in your case, it's kind of like a typical situation, right? The song was produced in Ghana, but the success was initiated outside of Ghana, and then Ghana sort of rode the wave.
Yes.
you know. So what's your response to the people that say you must first be successful in your homeland before you can make it anywhere else?
That's very true. It's a big thing, yeah. But I'm telling you, bro, Bob Marley, my mentor, Fela Kuti, they all lived here. Bob Marley's career was the biggest when he was in the UK. Fela Kuti's career became very big when he left the UK to Ghana, to Nigeria. Yeah? And you know, who sets those rules in the first place? When they make it those rules, say, I just saw Tina Ghana and San Waye. Few saw DG, was he living in Ghana before he blew up?
Right.
Or Kotina Ghana and Kono, after and the carrier and I born. What you say? No, who sets those rules? When they catch you say, you have to do what someone did before you can make it. Bro, I'm making my own rules, man. Bro, you live in America, you know what I'm talking about. I'm making my own rules.
Yeah.
I don't listen to none of these things, man.
Yeah.
I'm making my own rules. If it works for me, fine. If it doesn't, at least I tried.
Yeah. You know, so some of it makes sense in the sense that look, so Ghana say in Jom, especially with Ghanaian kind of sound and you know language and that because it resonates more with where the place where you came from, right? You'll be more appreciated and therefore you're more likely to be successful that way, right? So that line of thinking makes sense. Now, the other part, which a lot of people, I guess, don't think about is that, look, you may be making song while you're in Ghana, but there could be appreciation for the song way beyond Ghana and outside of Ghana too, right? And you know, in your case, you know, going back to Abrante, because Abrante, I know at that point was on radio, you know, was breaking a lot of records and was actually one of the biggest things when it comes to Afrobeat investment, right? How did, you know, Abrante hear your song and became such a big fan of your music?
I think I asked him that question before. He said everywhere he went, people were just singing it to him. You know, that's what he told me at the time. You know, I don't think that minim what was I don't know that minim there yes how magic on the mission. But Enyumbia was said it will be a date on the mission. I think said that particular song had something that took to very appealing to the international world. Because Obeka me catch say even near me Ghanaian DJs be at that time, no, they just say no, where they near line. Oh, them say, and you know, you never know. And I feel so. Osibisa, I say this. Osibisa, whether a Ghanaian group or a UK group.
Right.
That's a big debate, that one.
That's a good
Yeah. Osibisa, whether a Ghanaian group or a UK group, bro. Listen, we should not let people's modus operandi change our lives. Yeah, the way Uncle 4 years, no, bro, we can make it. Yeah, there's so many people. Yeah, there's so many people who have made it and they are not living in the country of their birth.
Right, absolutely.
Yeah, we can, but I also do respect the idea. Say, so you're Ghana in India, because especially when it comes to say awards, they always go back to see how relevant you are.
Right.
So I do agree, sir.
Right.
It is also very good to me a community within the two places.
Right.
But bro, me family will say, then I'm a Ghana.
Actually, that's going to be my next question, right? Like you said, when the opening door for you are, you it's your job to take it and capitalize on it, right?
Yeah.
So in my head, no, right? Okay, Ghana, you didn't get the initial support in Ghana, but making it big internationally, opening doors for you in Ghana.
Yeah.
Did it at some point when you realized that in your head, did you say, okay, right now, I know my people are feeling me. Let me see how I can really maximize the opportunity I can get in Ghana. Did you really take that and say, how do I really establish myself really well in Ghana, even while pursuing the international opportunities?
One who say the problem, and this is also one of my other problem, apart from humility, no. And yes, trying to satisfy the two fan base. One who says, Obeka DJ Aikra, or Shasa no bonum no, but or Shasa bought some sounds beyond say, very more UK sounds. And that has always been a problem because and I'm saying those ideas so to find the on Ghana artists, and you are didn't know. Me yeah, my dream a Ghana market on the Mitronasi because I wanted to fit in. To me, and you meet to say Sissimudin, which was quite big in Ghana. Was Guru. The boys they suffer. And I even cry one love, cry. Obi do wa don't be near the dinner. I did it.
Yeah, Sissimudino. I see him quickly. One produce here quickly. Who produced it?
Gazi in the boss is
Gazi. Okay.
Gazi. Yeah. Well, I think say your problem. Yeah, what about your problem? They say I need to satisfy your fan base. Now what has said? Oh, you say beer and double bone beer sounding more abroche live, abroche phone filia. No more filia. And after what's about some high life beer or muntiasi be. Nothing within 3 months. No my dog can nothing who call fan Ghana phone. It's very hard. It's going make us say to be an artist, forget all these barriers and do what's sonically right in your head. Say connect. But say so. I say we have a Ghana phone. No, we have a UK phone now. And it doesn't work. Do what is from your heart. If you will connect, we'll connect. That's what I think my experience is. Yeah.
That's amazing.
Wow. Wow. Greg, can I follow up with that?
Yeah, there's quite a few comments on social media as well. So, Quacks, at the right time, let me
Okay. So after this, Kujo, maybe you can follow up. Yeah. Atumpan, at the moment, my favorite song of yours. This song, "Time for Adults."
You see
that tune? It's like when you listen to it, it's so perfect. It's like it's so, but it has that kind of rich high life style in there. Yeah. So somehow, like someone will ask, you were just answering this question where you say that I said, "Oh, the frafra emfa," but it looks like you did that song and it's purely high life. And personally, me as a DJ, me little knowledge I have for songs, I feel say when you go through that channel, the perfect, like that's what would define you as like a tumpan in a way. So.
Sorry, so my problem is so you're too much talented and it's hard. So we're too much talent. I hard because and then me back studio, me feeling high life. No my high life. But I'm feeling reggae. no my reggae. What's wrong with them channel? A basa. Not all confusing for. And that's my problem. Oh, bro, Chinchinga is a banger. People love Chinchinga. It's a typical high life song. Of course. The okay so a typical high life song. The same way, so we were telling you to say we run the show reggae. I say, oh, Charlie, this is my favorite. Well, because we are too talented as sanity, but and that's the price we have to pay.
Sorry. So the question is, what do you call yourself? Like, are you what do you define yourself as an artist? Like, someone will call themselves I'm a high life artist or I'm an Afrobeat artist. Like, what do you define yourself as?
Bro, I'm a musician. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm a musician. Yeah. You can't put me in a box. That's all it is. You can't put me in a box because, but don't worry, the high life, no, there it comes naturally to me because Mitana Kumasi, yeah. Una maswansi bantuma crow from there. A year see then out to the hotel and not to form ne. Amachi the day near that. No. What that crowd bet me aye. Me high life, the old man me high life. But you free one man. Give me that free one.
Freestyle.
Free one. Oh, where's I better find a feature. Oh, and the high life there. Me my that crowd met me about high life. And I want the other influences as well. And also, you can't put me in a box. It's hard to put me in a box. That's where the issue is.
I see.
Charlie, come on, I'm coming.
Yeah, I think it's a good time to go on social media to see what to find it. I want to hear that one. Now, hear what the people are saying on social media.
All right, so quite a few people have joined us. DJs and non.
I think so.
Yeah, DJs and non-DJs as well. So Jay Sante is still saying that P Whistle wants to do a song with you out of Vine. DJ Flipper said P Whistle said we are ready or person no yet new song or numpa or how person or Ghana. And yes, there's quite a few comments from Magdalene, a few others all on Facebook supporting the agenda. I'm just trying to scroll down to get a few more questions. We've got quite a lot, 62 comments and all that.
So yes. just to clarify, Atumpang, that you mentioned some DJ in Holland.
Joe,
we just wanted to be.
Let's finish social media first, right? We'll come back to the question.
Yeah, it's on social media. That's why I wanted to confirm as well with him. It's part of social media. Okay, just continue.
Right, so DJ so yes, you can see that you've got a very good mentality for this game. It says what Magdalene says what your releases has been great, so keep your fire burning. We've also got I think Mark has commented quite a lot today. He's listening and giving you quite a lot of accolades as well. Mike Afro Jam has also joined in. There's quite a few other people watching the show. All the comments are quite positive, supporting your work. So Big Joe, you can carry on from there.
Atumpang, you mentioned about a DJ about listening to that the theme song. Just to clarify with that, I think there's a debate on the. Someone say, is it one of our own, which is Afro Jam? Is it DJ Afro Jam?
No,
remember. Okay.
I remember the some big fancy name. A Holland DJ. Or a big or Facebook. Yeah.
Oh, I see. Okay. So it's not Afro Jam. Okay, that's fine. Great.
You say at some point we'll need you to give a shout out to Black Star DJs at some point in this interview. But if my man Salasi is ready, let's go on a quick commercial and come back. And when we come back.
Over 200 of your favorite Top Gunnian DJs across the world coming together to create the largest Oh My God music platform.
We do this every time. Black Star DJs Worldwide.
Star DJs Worldwide. Blackstar DJs. All your Canadian DJs worldwide.
Shout on the background.
Ghana songs for worldwide. Let's go. Follow the Blackstar DJs movement on Facebook and Instagram. Blackstar DJs worldwide. Or visit our website now to book Tom Ghanaian DJs for your next events. Anywhere in the world. At www.blackstardjs.com. Let's go. Let's go, Ghana.
Awesome. Guys, listen, you are on the Spotlight Show by Blackstar DJs. We are talking to the superstar, the man that made Ghana proud and still making Ghana proud, Atumpan Drums himself. Boss, it's your set ready. I want to hear this, freestyle highlight.
Okay.
Oh no! Oh!
No problem.
Okay. And it over to sport this is here because Blackstar DJ said it's all by itself. Blackstar DJ shout out. It's something small for Blackstar DJ.
Dena maya munjami, yeah munjami. Dena maya munjami, yeah. Me say madam etonyum, say me sorry I'm etonyum. Dena miya I'm etonyum, yeah munjami. Blackstar DJs, yeah. Blackstar DJs, Blackstar DJs, yeah. Blackstar DJs, Blackstar DJs, Blackstar DJs, yeah. And to high life, the only for baby,
That's right.
Yeah, high life, yeah. And to understand to high life, they say, and one is at home. Never cry, but
voice to the channel one in town. I do be
out the Fabia, all the far regular, then they were before.
That's right.
Channel there, no problem.
That's right.
Me to be man. Okay, Yanko.
Okay. It's Yanko, last segment because Blackstar DJ is one of the main things we're trying to do also is to bring that global perspective we've been talking about to Ghana because we say American media we have to fight to get played, right?
Yeah.
However, those of us that are here, located in the Western markets, DJs now are influencing what is being played in the clubs near the end. We can control the narrative because guess what? Afrobeats, it's not going where if the diaspora is not moving either. So the Blackstar DJs wants to do more than just the music. Also part of it is to make sure the artists get understood and get connected to their base in the various markets, right? And bringing that global perspective is very important. Now, at the beginning, let's start here. When I asked, I said, what kind of struggles did you face when you were coming up? When you were starting, and one of the key things I'll kind of said, Charlie, the Ghana hustle mentality, like the lack of support, anyway, it was real. But in your case, you went through the hustle, and fortunately for you, you got international recognition through some partners that you got in the UK. So my question to you, looking back, is this: what do you think now is the formula? Now that you've had experiences with record labels in the Western market and had a lot of experience there, what do you think is the formula for Ghanaian artists that are looking to get international, recognition, that are looking to get played internationally, that are looking to, make it real big internationally? What is the formula? What is the playbook now, in your opinion?
Bro, if I sit here and I tell you that I got a formula, I'll be a hypocrite. Yeah, bro, because keep big artists cry. Yeah. I mean, DJ Khaled has just released a song, yeah? One of the songs, one day, that same day, he got 5 million views. One of the other songs, he's not got even 30,000 views. You can go and check DJ Khaled's YouTube right now. You can check. See, there's no formula. There's no formula. The only thing you got is that you have to do a good product.
Right.
And when I say good product, I'm talking about the sound.
Yeah.
The sound, yeah? Lyrical content and then melody and then mix and master. And then we come to the visuals.
Right.
Clean visuals, yeah? That is showing the culture. Oh, there's how many abrofune ba Africa? So mo bato. They don't live in Accra. They go to Kakum, places on who and you my cultural. So what I say, and it's so Ghana now we are born you de now address it to hip hop, you know. So all the cultural elements make a craft fan one, and then I am abrofune mo then. I mean, this is my standpoint from living in out here for a while. Abrofo paying your culture, and it is very, very interesting to them.
Yeah.
The same thing to as to Caribbean culture. It's the same, very, very similar. And to the mechanic said, good quality sound, Nigeria phone, bro. Mudia DJ, some other kind of crowd. So Nigeria phone you to now the Ghana phone you now compare, mix, now compare clarity, and the sound quality at the Nigeria phone no mafa. And you say you good songs, so you very, very good songs, but the quality is one. Yeah, and our face with lyrical content. And how relatable our songs are. Yeah? So be born in gang. Also within Sayi and also be about the same thing with Ghana. Me boana, mu DJs, me boa mu kasem.
Yeah, true. Yeah, no.
You know what I mean? Content is very, 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 very important. Who check in Nigeria for now? They don't talk about happy vibe, happiness. And I love but because of the content and the clarity of what they're saying, that's why they go far. I know I know people are expecting me to say Ebia English. I don't believe in that. I do not believe in say it is never true. It is the quality of the music. Yeah. And I feel so how the world perceive that people love what you do. If me fan says Kwame Eugene really saying you see that's a code the share can promise a share you know all the big artists will be a share. The whole world is watching. But do we see that in Ghana? We don't. Nigeria ni really sing you more. Most all the Nigerian artists now will be a show love. Will be a show love to make sure say Ebeko far. Almost as if someone on my calendar be at was say, and this month here guy with ya and a guy with ya. You know, that's also one. After secondly, the media outlets, you know, some boys no more 2 million, 4 million following war. Ghana no why am I being say I'm talking about bloggers, you know. Oh, why am I doing some the move fun show the papa be a mato kwan on the show no. And I just say artist be ako can some bonny. And I say artist be bonny yes, you know. But artists near Numa, there I think posting the whole world, you know. No, they won't. Because that guy has not sent the money.
Right.
There's so many things.
Yeah. It's very interesting when you talk about the language, because I was going to ask you about what do you think, because I also noticed that you sing a lot in English, the English language. You know, is there a reason for it, or that's just how you feel when you go to the studio?
That be and right from Dadadanyana me to some my first song I blow to the world. Then entirely tree song, you know, and you're saying that my style has always been tree and English, and I say pidgin and English. That's been my style. Right. That's my style. But I also believe say any language na a breaking barriers. So say language there, Gangnam style, can break it.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So it's not language. But also it is also important for people to have an idea of what you're saying.
Right.
Because Ghana is also an English-speaking country, isn't it? And you know, if you're a mixer, and you're bad. But I don't feel say a language, you know. It is just the quality of the sound and how we are supporting, you know.
Yeah.
And also
right. Absolutely. I agree with that. So your friend is saying, so right now you can see, sir, you know, you see the Universal, you see our Def Jam FBA, you know, a chapter in South Africa and I think in Nigeria. You know, Tony is also, I think, in Nigeria now, and clearly they are moving to Africa to start signing the African artists because you know Afrobeat is becoming a major deal. what signing artists you've gone through the process before you signed the deal with some of the biggest record labels.
Yeah.
But you yourself said, you know, the representation you had, you know, I'm sure said looking back, you won't do things the same way, right?
Of course.
So 2 questions. One is, do you think, say, the record labels going into Africa to sign African artists now, is it a good thing or bad thing for our music industry? Right. My answer no first, because do you think, say, is that a good thing for us? And what should we be careful? If not, should we be careful? What will you caution us on?
Okay, so it is a very good thing, because the record label no control all these music outlets. Ubeka those days, Sony, Universal, and Warner, you know, they had all the catalog. So basically, this is what happens. A lot of people don't know this, and let me take opportunity to educate people. Yeah. So let's just say that someone in Ghana made a big song that has crossed over. Yeah, that's why I knew Ghana, but the song is being enjoyed all over the world at the moment. Someone will come and represent the song, and usually it is Universal Music that does that. They will put their song in their catalog, waiting until a representation of that artist comes to say that, you know what, this is our thing. So every song, because we don't control the world, Ghana, you need a system that control our world, and that happened with my song, because when I did not have a representation, Universal took the song. They will put it on their catalog, waiting to be claimed. The same way, so who register Spotify and I say, they want you to come and claim. You need to claim it and then confirm it, and then they will verify you. That's the same thing that works with all the songs that we are seeing in our, and I travel all over the world. No call Universal Music catalog more. Some of them, Ghana songs are blow up in the olden days. Still, they don't know who made it, and the people have not come to claim it, and they are still there. What I'm trying to say, into record label, they have the bigger apparatus to be able to handle this. Into some mobile back number signing kofua, a good thing, but this is where it can go wrong. The type of deal you do to them. How many years are you signing the song to them? Because if you do a stupid deal, they will own the song. Before Michael Jackson, yet stories be to say he bought all his masters from some of this from Sony. Right. What does that mean? When I say masters, so what does that mean? Who now told him, but you may not be owning the song. What did I trying to say? So the type of deal you sign with them, that is what matters. What I would advise is that whatever deal you sign, do not sign your life away. Don't give them the song, no matter how much money they pay you. Let them work around the song to generate enough money for a stipulated amount of time, after which you can take ownership back and do what you want to do with them. Because one thing is that music does not die. That's what I'm trying to say. People's careers may die, but the music will never die. You know, in the next 20, 30 years, someone may come, some big producer will come to you and say that. Let me give you a good example. There's a song by a guy called Omi, who did a song called Cheerleader.
Yeah.
Cheerleader.
Yeah, that song.
Cheerleader Cheerleader was released like 4 or 5 years ago. But before that, the song had been released over 10 years ago. So the guy who did the song, 10 years ago, and said I will be DJB, German DJB, I want to re-release the song. So all he did was he contacted the guy and got the vocals and put it on another beat, and he became a worldwide hit. You understand? If Omi did not own that record, what do you think would have happened? He would have never got anything from it. You understand? So that is what this is about. So don't sell the music away. Let them work around it to generate enough money for you to do your stuff, after which you can claim your masters back and do whatever you want to do with it. Or better off, still own your song. Let them just do distribution, take a low percentage for their work, and then still take all the money yourself. That's how it works.
Yeah.
Also, one thing is, a lot of people are saying, all these labels are in Nigeria now. Bro, there's some truth in that we need to know. It's not the labels that are in Nigeria. It is Nigeria that has got franchise, some rich men or some good businessmen that have bought franchise of these labels in Nigeria. And that is what that #1 guy was trying to do in Ghana. We need people who can go to Sony and say, you know what, there's a vibrant music culture in Ghana. I want to own a subsection of your label in Ghana so that you guys can help me put these songs through to international. And that's what Nigerians are doing. It is not Sony that has come to Ghana saying that, come to Nigeria saying I want to be there. No. Yep. You understand? So that's how these things work. Don't. I mean, if you want to talk, we better and read that. Yeah.
No, those are some solid points right there. Okay. So my last question in this segment is, well, this is the last segment. My last question is, do you think that then, based on what you said, you think that a Ghanaian artist can make it internationally without the big record label?
We can, but at a point in time, they told me we'll have to come and give us a little bit of support. I want to say, bro, we have for Burna Boy an example, yeah? In the last album, no platforms be original, so no labels in the representation of what I've been saying. I'm connecting to so that those platforms, you know, I'm a huge world artist. And so they also want to be on push to a certain level now, be village champion. And they're gonna want now, but now, you know what I mean? That's how it works. And you know, music there, a universal thing. And you know, it's not a bad thing if other people want to come in to help. Give them the chance.
Right.
You know, my mama a good example. Guy with Kiddy. Or you be a friend of say cheese, take a picture.
Right.
That song, I'm telling you, no be a OTM be a one link to Kiddy be a on can't say me say on hala at me. I listen, that song can be re-released again and it will be an international hit. Yeah? The reason why I'm saying that is the same feelings I got with my song when I first came to England, that's the same places I hear that song. Say cheese. And the culture in England is that when a song is doing well, even though hitting radio, it is now an underground song in the UK scene. Yeah? All it needs is someone to pitch it to another label for them to do a re-release because my song got re-released in this country 2 years after.
Oh wow. Right.
And then it's gone. The same way the thing was in England, that's the same way that song is. Right. To me, it is the biggest African song from Ghana for the last 2 years or for the last 1 year. There's no song that's big like that in England, like that song. It can also be re-released again and introduced to a whole lot of people who have not yet heard it.
Right.
That's how it works.
Right. That's amazing.
Wow,
yeah.
wow.
That's go ahead.
I know I think time has fast spent. Just wanted to, because we didn't touch on. I don't know what time we finished, but we didn't touch on Ghana music. Tupan, you know how Ghanaian music is lacking worldwide in a way because the Nigerians are taking over in a way. I mean, I just wanted to some of the things like for Ghana we lack a bit. Okay, we can sometimes to me we don't go with a trend. It looks like I applauded you so much to the extent say you when Amapiano sound is like trending and somehow you jumped on it and you released Coca-Cola bottles. Yeah, you released that, and I think you are one of the first Ghanaian artists to jump on the Amapiano sound.
Yes,
you
the
see.
First,
so for you to touch on that a little bit for us, like how you got the idea to do that song and how the idea behind the song, and also I want you to touch on the Ghana music. Actually, what do you think Ghanaians are not doing right in a way, and what should be done right to make our to take our music global as well as Ghanaians?
Like I said, I say we all want the best song. Me on that particular song, I heard the beat, and I was like, I need to jump on this. You know what I mean? So, and I believe that other people have done the same. But what I want to say is that we should stop being in that little Ghana bubble, man. The world is a big place. What is the population? Who cut Africa map? So how big is Ghana? You understand? The world is a big place. The stars, there's one star for everyone. The sky, there's so much. Yeah. So one back Ghana, I won't hit you. One back Ghana, I won't hit you. Everything is Ghana. No, bro, we can take this out from Ghana and make it a worldwide thing. That is our main problem. Yeah, that is our main problem. See how Stonebwoy is forcing, traveling, trying to make sure he links up with other people. That is how you widen your scope. That is how you widen your scope. It is not, the game is not just about Ghana anymore. Bro, what is the population of Jamaica?
I think 3 million or 4 million or
exactly.
something.
Exactly. What is the population of, how have they influenced the world musically?
Yeah.
Because they were not thinking only about what? Jamaica. That's our main problem. Oh, Obi Bonyum, let's say, Patapa boy, you know, how many songs and they follow side? Obi Yebi. Ghana phone quality as here. So what I'm trying to say, media, it's quite. I'm sorry, some me are very passionate about this, but it kills me. You know, it kills me when I hear like someone like Kim Promise. Why is Kim Promise not an international star?
That's a big one. Yeah.
Why is Kim Promise? Why is Kiddy? Why is Kwame Yuji? Why are they just Ghanaian artists? When those boys came out 2-3 years ago, I used to say that finally we've got someone that could represent us. And they're still Ghanaian artists. When this guy, the guy who did the film with Burna Boy, what's his name? Or that dance boy. Or you international artist.
Dance boy.
A plus? Sorry, A star?
No, I'm talking about Nigerian guy. Yeah, Zanku Boy.
Oh, Mr. Easy.
That either Naira Marley and I say
any of them. All of them are doing songs with South African artists. They're doing. Why are we not doing this?
Zlatan, right?
Zlatan.
Yeah.
Zlatan, yeah.
Is doing songs with South African artists. Obi or no, Asankwana no. Do you understand? How?
Yeah.
How Kiddy to me no international. How can you compare this?
Yeah.
Because we are stuck in a Ghanaian bubble. Yeah. Your parents say Opiena say I consabe Kovano Naza and Felix Kovano we you know what I mean? These boys, when they come to UK, when they come here, they come and do Ghana party in the park, and that's it. Why won't you stay for a week or two and try and connect to see if you can link up with other people? Not long ago, Sarkodie was here trying to work with gigs and trying to do it. If he has to go and beg, he will go and beg and get that collaboration. Why can't these little boys do it? You know what? And they are even singers. So many opportunities for them because these rappers who are in England, they can't sing for God's sake. Come and do a hook for them, they'll rap on it and you're gone.
Right.
You know what I mean? So the only problem we got is that we are stuck in our Ghanaian bubble. Until we leave that Ghana bubble, we will not go anywhere. That's it. And I'm not saying that I'm anti-Ghanaian. All I'm saying is that the AM, Nigeria for no much for your whole. Pato Rankin, they used to come and work with Stonebwoy and Jupiter. Pato Rankin.
Yeah.
Pato Rankin, he used to follow them. He loved them so much. He left Nigeria to come and follow them so he can learn the Ghana patois. And Jamaica, Ghana, and now he's an international artist. Because he learned it from Jupiter.
Wow.
You see?
Wow.
So how can we not do the same?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I think that's the only way.
That's deep right there. Atupa, so Black Star DJs, I tell you what we're about. What do you think we can do to better support the Ghana music industry, or even work more closely with the artists in Ghana?
What I can see when you guys started this, I was one of the first people that followed you. So when Eddie K was telling me that Black Star DJs, I said, bro, don't tell me I'm black. I know about Black Star DJs. and like, if all of you will be very honest with yourself, sir. I have all your emails because I went on everyone's profile and copied your emails and I sent all of you my songs. I don't let anyone say, because that's what I did. But what I think you guys should do is you should have an agenda. You should have an agenda and say this 6 months, within this next 3 months or we want to blow this guy. That's what you should do. And the Nigerians did it here in London. I saw them do it. At the shop pennies and boys, they had a plan. So move fat guy with some guy will not be blown now. They will blow the guy. You should do the same.
That's a good initiative.
That's what they did. So they will say that this month is for this. Because they got a Nigerian DJ association in London. And no disrespect to those of you in Canada and America. But London is where the thing happened, isn't it? It's a foul London.
I beg to differ, but that's a debate for another time.
But if you guys decide, say, more listening soon, more so next month, 2 months, kidding your person. Now, maybe I'm show be kiddie, bombarding for now, videos, now send it, obeblo, because more international, more Nigana. You know what I mean? Blow my other people who have not heard them, some most more keep us agenda and no man kobo. You see, I have got Ghana event to crowd from Hanman. You're born Nigeria and sing Ghana for. How? Last week I was in a Ghanaian wedding. Just last week. And I'm telling you, they played Nigerian music more than Ghanaian songs. And our for no first dance, no second dance in our Nigerian music.
Oh,
you understand? So if you have an agenda and you say, okay, for the next 3 months, just take someone that's not even known and bless the person, and bless the person. Good, because one thing is you guys, you are not in Ghana. You don't need no payola. You are all established people. Did you understand? Boys from more Ghana and a different crowd. You are all established. Obi Otiabro Chebia well off in one way or the other. Music is something on the side you're just doing. Help these young boys, man. Help them. Help them.
I think they can create shows as well.
Yeah, and also try and do events, bro. That's where the issue is. Do events. Come together and do events. Yeah, do events, and when you do the events, let these DJs come from all the places, promote it. One, that's all I can say, bro. Munyesa, you will see that you will start controlling the industry. Do events. No matter how small, do events. Because all these Smade and now Bobo Afro Nation here that they know. Umpire Chelsea Club Twist. And then see where they are.
Right.
See where they are. Yanko for I know we have big shows for Hanmu, but Mutiminya one international show. How? This Nigeria Club Twist. Smith, no, Club Twist.
Yeah.
Upon my Chelsea and now we Afro Nation. Now family business because one thing about this game is that you need people to be writing Smith no more or lawyers near there more approach for into Afro Nation even though it's Afro Nation and you're but what them trying to say? Because Brony will never come and join you to do anything when he knows that it's not going to be big. The only time they will join you is when they've seen a prospect and they know they can make money. Brony, he never goes around anything that is not going to be profitable.
Right. Yeah. Absolutely.
So yeah. You say, I'm on my son to sack or cry. I mean, my advice.
You are just very honest, very honest at the point. One of the things that you've said, we've been discussing it and we are working on it anyway. But one my quite, a lot of insights and a few more ideas. I never can drawing board.
Yeah.
I need to help. It's I need to money back up. Every team I know what's OCD. You started across. What did you Ghana for you? Hopefully, once we start coming together with social media, then there say about me. I mean, things like this. UK. We are all trying to use social media to connect and do more. It's very well. Seriously, I'm impressed with what you've been saying.
Absolutely. I mean, the Mihuna's wisdom, right? The experience you've gone through and the wisdom that has come out of all of that is really what we are benefiting from on this discussion. So I think, but when it's all said and done, now that we're about to close, what legacy do you want to leave behind? When you finally throw in the towel, said maybe, how do you want to be remembered?
I want to be remembered as the guy that used his talent to influence the world. Yeah. You see, as I talk, the Mr. Monema Bebre pipeline anymore. It's not even just about music to me. You know, I'm from a teaching background, and for me, it's about these young people getting to know that they can do it. Yeah. Young Black people getting to know that they can do it. You know, we come from a culture where they can say, hey, no, you can do it. All you need to do is to put your mind to it. I want to be remembered as that guy that influenced people and told people you can do it. That's what I want to be remembered for. You know, yes, however it goes beyond, let me come see the end will justify the means. When we say sometimes, you know, we all have a target. We go round in the end, no, I reach target, you know. We so hard, we go straight. But what matters is that at the end we all got to the target, isn't it? So that's what it is for me. My road might not be straight. I may have gone through a lot of hurdles and meanders and all that. But in the end, if I'm able to reach my goal, which is impacting on these young coming artists and youth and all them young people, and letting them know that they can achieve whatever they want to achieve. If I'm able to do that, then yes, I can rest and say, you know what, I've fought a good fight. Yes.
Yes. The drums have spoken. The drums have spoken. And that's the legacy. And I will even add that you are the one of the thought leaders that brought the outside of the box thinking to how music should be done in the think about music business as well. So so look, we've really enjoyed. I mean, I've been so good to this conversation. I've really enjoyed this. My respect for you has gone. It was already high, but it's gone to another level. you know. Now that I understand where it came from, and you know, listen. Even when you speak, I can feel the foundation that you just broke. Yeah. I can see where it's all coming from. Yeah. And so, dude, we really appreciate you as an artist. We thank you for putting Ghana on the map. We are waiting for your next big hit. And Lifestyle DJs, we are going to be behind that. I promise you that. You. And like you said, we're going to whenever you're ready, we're going to have that agenda for you as well. So so thank you for coming on the show. We wish you all the best, and we're looking forward to doing a lot more with you on Ghana Music. Respect, my brother.
All right, thank you all. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
We have Eddie on standby to drop the next step for Atupa, and then
more Atupa hits. Go via the Yanko, kagum.
Yeah, that's good, isn't it?
It's on Nimbao. There you go.
Yeah, check it. Check us out.
Big one, massive one, man like it invite. Thank you very much, big boy.
Yeah, a lot of people joined though. And this is even directly on here, but if on Facebook. Oh yeah! Yo people, this is the topic of DJ NK. Yo people, this is on the topic of DJ NK.
International models, international models, Coca-Cola bottles, international models, Coca-Cola bottles, international. Seen many girls in my lifetime. Many girls everywhere I go. Seen so many body shapes, so different melanin shades, so they know girls, some African girls, so yeah. So have you seen my Ghana girls? Have you seen my Niger girls? You know my Kenyan girls. Shout to my Gambian girls, to my sweet and Roland girls, South Liberian girls. Shout to my Congolese girls, pick up yourself, my Caribbean girls. Coca-Cola bottles, international models, Coca-Cola bottles, international models, Coca-Cola bottles.
Yes.
International models, Coca-Cola.
None like a Dubai.
International models. Chocolate.
Big Tin.
Body in a body. Give me three.
Man says Coca-Cola bottle.
Ocean. Ain't no girls, some African girls. Oh, hey, Samantha. Have you seen my Ghana girls? Have you seen my Niger girls? You know about Kenyan girls. Shout to my Gambian girls. To my sweet Angolan girls. What's up, Liberian girls? Shout to my Congolese girls. Pick up yourself, my Caribbean girls. Samantha. Ephraim, let's go. Yanum, make we meet for the club, oh Yanum. Make we meet and drink, oh Yanum. Yanum, Yakaya ube mo Yanum. Make we meet and drink, oh Yanum. Nemayaba, yepe chichindo. Boys ayaba, yepe chichindo. Accra Slay Queens, oh chichindo. Yepe chichindo. Tell my boys, yepe chichindo. Another night in Ghana. Boga, my Jimmy Guinness, my Jimmy Pimpinis, me girl Eunice. Yeah, chillin'. My sister bouncing to see this. I pull up in a brand new Benzo. You be able to be a minty, yo. My Jimmy bottles, my Jimmy shisha, me kibabo. Nemayaba, yepe chichindo. Boys ayaba, yepe chichindo. Accra Slay Queens, oh chichindo. Them my boys, yepe chichindo. Every day with the party, oh. This is the
Star DJs.
The way boys is suffer, I know I'm a back cutter. The way boys is suffer, I know I'm a back cutter. The way boys is suffer, I know I'm a back cutter. And can somebody, and can me be a minimum, and somebody, get me minimum. That's what man say me to me, bro. This say I come me. Me shit you give ya. This say I come me. Hey, body grow as me. I do my semi aginsem. Or by his when inside. Oh, and yamia, and yamia, and yamia, and yamia. The way boys is suffer. I know I'm a back cutter. The way boys is suffer. No, I'm a back cutter. And yamia. Say oh mama, say oh baby, 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 say oh mama, say oh baby. I grew up in on India, they won't let it. Oti Pumpuma won't be lady. If you are there, you're banquet. If you are there, you're Kakara. Don't let no one sit on your happiness. Yeah. Cause the truth is life. Life is too short, yo. Fat on tricky, baby. And life is what you make it, yo. And yeah, say oh, say oh, baby, say oh, oh, girl, you don't know that thing. I am teaching you that thing. You are playing with that thing. Small girl, you don't know that thing. I am
the gamble. You know be giddy giddy, be simple. Make you know the rush am so you no go fumble. Yeah, they are growing but who fear. And the enemy can't way. I can give it to you all night.
1, 2. Yes. Black Star DJs. Rocking man like a divine. Yes, this one was a big tune. The thing, small girls.
Small girl, you don't know the thing. I am teaching you the thing.
Now, as we do on Black Star DJs, we're gonna bring you the Black Star DJ remix of one of our Timpan's biggest tune, right? One of the biggest tunes from our Timpan recent ones. We're gonna do the Black Star DJ remix of that tune. As Timpan, stay tuned. You won't hear this music anywhere else.
Them no. Small girl, you don't know the thing. I am teaching you the thing. You are playing with the thing. Make them know. I say push it up, move on, wind them slow. Make you know the rush and move on. Push it up, move on, wind them slow. Make you know the rush and move on.
I treat you like a queen. Take a ring before we do a thing.
Yes, like we said. When we go in, we're going deep, right? There's the house remix of this one here, and we're gonna mash up another one. ID, Flokin.
So sweet like a fizzy lemonade. Some say, "Oh, draw me a summer maid." Hey, you have like summer day. Why do you let me?
Black Star DJs.
Yes, as I said, this is the Black Star DJ remix of Chinchinga. What is here? Yes. The baby Chinchinga, what is here? On the Black Star DJ remix, we won't do a BO. I did Black Star DJs, but we do this.
Yanu, make we meet for the club, oh Yanu, make we meet and drink, oh Yanu. Yanu, Yaka Yamu, oh Yanu, make we meet and drink, oh Yanu. Lemma Yama, Epe Chichino, boys are Yama, Epe Chichino, across the beach, oh Chichino, Epe Chichino, my boys, Epe Chichino, Epe Chichino. Another like in Ghana, what can you do this? What you eating peonies? The girl you need, yeah, chilling. What's it supposed to see this? I'm pull up in a brand new pencil. Y'all gonna come down in feel. Watching my photo, watching me shisha, really me keep out. Them my yama, Epe Chichino, boys my yama, Epe Chichino, across the beach, oh Chichino, my boys, every day with the party, oh, we spend money, oh, with the drink Bacardi, with the job for the body, we run things from the studio to party. Holiday with the spend for the money, the love is make you shake in the body. Love is just time to be naughty. Yanu, make we meet for the club, oh Yanu, make we meet and drink, oh Yanu. Yanu, Yaka Yamu, oh Yanu, make we meet and drink, oh Yanu. Lemma Yama, Epe Chichino, boys are Yama, Epe Chichino, across the beach, oh Chichino, my boys, Epe Chichino, when I say you do, yes, what's in it? But every day, I've been follow, and I'm follow. And the dust, I go sometime, I'm cheer for it. When you hear me, I'm tired of it. I'm scary people, I'm sure I'm funny, DJ for me. I'm baptized, I'm boy, I'm trying and pray that you know, DJ Flex, I know that fire, Natalia, I wanna and kill a fingers. My feet drove you, never know that. All the distance, go to and say, all the friends, hard, I'm don't wanna try and be shy. Everybody knows say what you need. You be the area Kankalia. The Magajia, if they do their boys, them Suria. Say come be you are the trend. Press up, press up, press up. The day I go get you, go on there. What's up, what's up, what's up? Pressing me so close to electricity wire. And I shoot some make up and I said go job fire. So if I got you for the corner, well I no go tire. I go home, you go feel my waist and power. 80 me press, see somebody, see somebody, make money, see somebody, see somebody, see somebody, see 37 press, see somebody, see somebody, make money, see somebody, see somebody, see somebody, 80 me press. I know they won't compare. 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 If you see that shake, make you check him hips. Watch him off and lips. Nobody for tell you say she be extra large. When you see say that you know to be easy. You first got to be busy. So never. I say bend down. When you see say that you know to be easy. You first got to be busy. So never. So kubechi abechi, kubechi abechi. So kubechi abechi, bechi, bechi. So kubechi abechi, kubechi abechi. So kubechi abechi, bechi.
Okay. Okay, thank you, Eddie K. Yeah.
Over 200 of their favorite top Ghanaian DJs across the world coming together to create the largest online Ghana music platform.
This is how we do each and every time. Black Star DJs Worldwide.
Black Star DJs Worldwide. Black Star DJs. All your top Ghanaian DJs worldwide.
That's right, shut on the background.
Ghana songs for worldwide. Let's go. Follow the Black Star DJs movement on Facebook and Instagram. Black Star DJs worldwide. Visit our website now to book top Ghanaian DJs for your next events. Where in the world? At www.blackstardjs.com. Let's go, Ghana.
Yes. Oh my goodness. We had so much fun with Atumpan, the man himself, the superstar Atumpan. And we are so excited that he was able to make the show. Guys, listen. Artists have so many different dimensions to them. I mean, this man dropped a lot of wisdom today, and I'm so impressed with the guy. Our job on the Spotlight Show is to showcase the various dimensions for the artists, their experiences, their stories, and everything else that you don't see or hear in their music. This is what we do on the Spotlight Show, so you can connect with them even better globally. So this is what we do, Black Star DJs, each and every Sunday, 3 p.m. Eastern Time, 8 p.m. UK time, 7 p.m. Ghana time. Make sure to tune in each and every Sunday. Until the next one, and we have a surprise for you on the next one. Until the next one, it's bye-bye from DJ Quakes, DJ Kujo, DJ Big Joe. We'll talk to you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.